Okay, it's red, boys and girls. Here, Cody, we're clapping. Take two.
Take two.
We back. And I don't even want to say the what up thing because I fucked up.
Because you said it 20 minutes ago when we thought we were podcasting. That's why.
Well, we got Skinny Cody in the house. Smart ass. We got Gray behind the cameras. And we got the one and only Ben. Well, Ben, I'm going to let you drop it down. You tell people who you are, what you do, and how I know you.
All right. Yeah, Ben Cherrington here. I am one of Justin's coaches and a guy that fortunately gets to hang out with Luke on all these trips. So
it's like winning the lottery.
And then I sell real estate in my spare time to support my coaching habits.
So you're a real estate guy. So how long you been doing real estate now?
5 years.
Okay. You enjoying it?
I do. I love it, man.
Yeah. I know you do that because you found Justin's his first house.
Yep.
And it's a great house. Fucking love that house. Yeah. It's a nice house. Me personally, I would want, if I had Justin's money and I'm buying the first house, I ain't got no woman to tell me what to do, where to live. I'm living in the country with lots of land, but that's just me, you know?
I know. That was where he wanted to go initially. And then,
I know.
And we looked at some like half-acre properties in the same area that he got his house in. They were older homes, though.
Yeah.
You know, he got caught up on the new stuff. You know,
he likes new.
He walked in, and that place was dialed.
Yeah.
You know, small backyard, but
I know it's like so different, like from what he, because he was living with us at the time before. And what he was looking at, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, come right. Here's a house right up here.
I know.
Big ass acres. Like, I think there was just a house that he looked at. It was like 40 acres. I was like, yeah, get that.
And that's where he wanted to be initially.
Yeah. And so we'll see what happens in the future. But you did that. So Ben, you're a wrestling coach, but before all this, like, you are the fucking man. I mean, I was telling Cody about this. Like, if anybody knows about wrestling, and Cody says he knows a lot about wrestling.
Love it.
You know, he's a big wrestling junkie. You were a national champion, Division I.
I was.
And what year was that?
2006.
2006. Damn.
Long time old ass man.
No, dude, my birthday's on Monday.
I'm full. 39?
I'll be 40, bro.
Old.
I'm hitting it.
Hey, so to become a national champion, do you have to do Hell in a Cell and a ladder match?
You do, and you have to be effective at jumping off the cage with a ladder.
That's awesome.
See? I told you.
From the top ropes.
I told you he's the real deal,
That's
dude.
Right.
Can you give me a brother?
Yes.
I love it.
See? He's the real deal. Yeah, see, this is already way better than the first fucking one.
Did you see they're coming out with a Hulk Hogan movie?
No.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is playing him.
That's
really?
crazy.
Yeah, I just saw a video. Hemsworth is all jacked, dude.
Dude,
I bet.
we were looking for WWE sound bites, and I could barely get through like the 30-second clips without being like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, I'm not playing this fucking one.
So when I was, I think, God, when was it? Elementary school, like 4th, 5th grade. Go to Tulsa Nationals. Did you ever go to that, Luke? You can't hear me, can you?
No, I don't know what he's doing.
Did you ever go to Tulsa
Luke's a
Nationals?
shit
I'm
show
just
today.
fucking up every day. Today's been a shitty day, dude.
But anyway, Tulsa Nationals was
no,
like,
I never did the Tulsa deal.
yeah,
Tulsa duels.
it
Tulsa.
was Tulsa Nationals back in the day. It was like the biggest
Yep.
youth national tournament you could go to.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair was there. every
Oh,
year.
shit.
Yeah, he had a little guy wrestling, man, and he'd always be standing in weigh-in line with his little guy.
Yeah, Ric Flair. Yeah, I remember him. Like, that was my era. Ric Flair, fucking Junkyard Dog,
Ultimate Warrior, bro.
Ultimate Warrior.
DDP.
Yep.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't sound like
Snap
that.
into
What do
a
you sound
Slim
like?
Jim.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Let's hear Macho Man.
Slip into a Slim Jim. No.
What was that?
Did you say slip into a
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Either way.
Sounds like a good time on a Saturday night at a truck stop for you, buddy.
Well, what about Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Remember him?
I think he's old school.
Yeah, he's definitely old school.
Yeah,
I am
2x4,
old.
right? 2x4?
Yeah, 2x4. Who was it? Jake the Snake?
Yep.
Guys remember all those guys? Yeah.
We had my assistant coach. I wrestled with him at Boise State. Married a gal whose dad wrestled in the WE.
Oh, no shit.
Back in the early days of it, and traveled with Andre the Giant.
Oh, really? Yeah. Andre the Giant was a beast, dude. He was a fucking giant. Like, literally, that was like the best name for a guy.
Yeah. He said they traveled in like a Cadillac. You know, just
you had to. He's so boat.
But they'd go from show to show. And his name's Larry Lane. He was Red Dog.
Really?
Larry Lane was his
Larry Lane, the
name.
Red Dog.
But he said Andre the Giant would, they'd go to the bar and drink beers, and he'd have a
probably one of those big ass mugs too, and makes it look like
he said like a 12-ounce beer, you couldn't see it.
Guaranteed.
He couldn't see it in his hand. It was like, that's how Carwin was. Shane's that way too.
Yeah.
You see him holding the beer.
Imagine those girls after he gets done fucking playing with that.
Jeez.
It's like throwing a hot dog in the hallway, dude. After that,
you're not gonna mind that, Luke.
I'll definitely have, my deal is, you been with Andre the Giant?
You're about to get the exact opposite.
Right, I know. So anyways, Ben's here. He was my quarantine buddy in Abu Dhabi. I got to know a lot about him. Got to know a lot about me. Me and Ben actually, we drank a lot of beers on the balcony in quarantine. I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot to do. Like, everybody was like, dude, I bet Abu Dhabi was awesome. And it was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was cool, but it wasn't like the dream vacation. And it isn't like, because my wife says, oh, what are you going on vacation again?
No, it was, I've told people since we got back, it's like, it was neat. The hotel was as nice as you could possibly imagine. The people were amazing. The service was amazing. But you go to that part of the world, there's so many amazing things to see.
Yep.
And we couldn't go do any of it.
Yeah. None of it.
That was a little bit frustrating, seeing Ferrari World out of our
bubble,
out of our balcony, and the amusement parks, seeing the skyline of the city. Yeah. Knowing all the amazing things in the city.
Just the buildings, what they look like from where we could see them at off the beach and stuff. Like, I was like, dude, it's like literally like right there.
Yeah.
And we can't go.
Yeah. No, I hope if they continue that they figure out how to create some safe spaces in terms of minivans or vehicles you can travel in, so you can like go, even if you just go drive through the city, at least
right,
have the opportunity to see it.
Well, in a different I'll keep on this rumor that's going around right now, and I'll say it. Rumor is Justin might be fighting January 23rd.
That is the rumor.
And back in Abu Dhabi. Yep. It's what is that? The McGregor and Poirier fight.
Poirier, right? Yeah.
And
it's be like a little lightweight tourney almost,
I mean, that's
if
the winners fight each other,
it's got to be Oliveira's fighting Ferguson. So who's left? Chandler.
They'll put Chandler in there. That's the rumor. Chandler and Gaethje. Which I think
Hooker's calling for it, but I think
I'm sure Hooker's
that'd be another banger too.
I think Chandler's the leader in terms of
he's got a little more prestige than Hooker does right now.
Yeah, I think so. Coming off a loss too, with who was that dude? Felder. Yeah. Hooker fought Felder.
Hooker lost to Poirier.
No.
Oh, yep, that's right. No, he did.
Oh,
he lost to Poirier.
Yeah,
So there you go.
Casuals up in here, bro. Jeez.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Who are we? We're just fucking pissed off. We got Cody in the house.
Lord.
Yeah. So, I think that's what they're saying is Poirier. Dustin McGregor, main event. Gaethje, Chandler, co-main event.
Ooh.
Winner fights for the title.
Dude, that'll be a killer card.
Well, I mean, just those right there. And another rumor, it's on Fight Island, and they're saying they're going to let fans in their new arena.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it right. If they're going, hopefully they're going to do it right and do it right. I don't know.
Can you talk to Dana about that 12 o'clock start time? Because that's bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
I think that was a massive miscalculation.
Waking up and drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning is not something that I want to do when I watch fights.
Because what they say out of 675,000, 500 of them for the U.S.
Yeah,
buys were.
Yeah, the buys were horrible.
If you have that at normal time, that's probably 1.5 million buys.
Oh, I bet it quadruples the difference.
Well, it's going to be huge with Connor and Poirier headlining also. It's going to be big money.
It's a huge deal, but
start being nicer to Justin.
Yeah, but I don't know how that works.
I don't know if he'll get pay-per-view points.
I don't know if he'll get pay-per-view points
really?
if he's not a main event. It's weird, man. They know how to fucking write the contracts up, and
yeah,
it's weird.
Tell Ali, what are you doing, Ali?
Can you imagine a world where Justin's not a main event?
It's going to be crazy.
What if he's a co-main?
Yeah, that's what he'll be.
So, I mean, don't you get pay-per-view dollars?
I don't think so. I don't quote me on this. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Weren't you ever pay-per-view?
Huh?
I said you were never pay-per-view?
Just on the WWE. Yeah. And we all split it up. We all chopped it up.
That was his $1,200 bonus.
Yes, right. Yeah, that was my $1,200 fucking walking papers. I got cut for the UFC. They gave me a bonus. They said later, beat it.
Bought you out of your contract.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did.
Here's $500, dude.
Yeah, get out of my contract.
Whatever it is, I don't care what it is.
So
just
Luke, we know you have some other passions. Go follow them.
Yeah, right. Oh shit, that's funny. So we were talking earlier today, Ben. Like as a kid, and I know your dad. I don't know him personally, but what you've told me, he's a big CrossFitter. You do a lot of CrossFitting yourself, and I got tons of jokes for you about that. But I'm not gonna go there. Right? I'm gonna keep this podcast clean. But
old man Cherry will come right.
I know. So I want you to tell people about your dad and how much of a badass he is.
Yeah, man. My old man. He, obviously, huge influence in my life. He was my coach all the way up. Well, basically from the day I started wrestling until I graduated high school and went up to Boise State. But he's been a savage for my whole life. He's one of those guys, super motivated, super disciplined in everything he does. And when was it? Probably 2013, he was introduced to CrossFit. And actually a guy that wrestled for Lockhaven came into his high school room when he was coaching and, wanted to wrestle around. And the guy was a big CrossFitter, and that's how he got introduced to it. But he took it, and like everything he does that he gets interested in, he took it and ran with it 110%, and ended up qualifying for the CrossFit Games. Qualified twice, took third in the world in the Masters division.
Right. And so being in the Master division, how old is he at?
The year he took third, he was 61.
No shit.
And he, the way the CrossFit Games works is there's a CrossFit Open that people worldwide enter, and it's an online competition. There's judges at each gym. So it's as legit as it can be without being like on site, people submit their scores, and then they, over the course of 5 weeks, they narrow it down to 20 competitors.
Really?
And I think when he started out, or when the Open started, I think there was about 5,000 people in his division.
Really?
Yeah, and he qualified 10th, I think, to go into the CrossFit Games. And the CrossFit Games is an actual event held every year where it's, everybody comes to Madison, Wisconsin and competes in 3 days worth of events, and he ended up third that year. So
that's fucking crazy. Third.
Yeah. So he's a
beast. Well, yeah. Well, then, because I've seen you take plenty of WODs. I mean, do WODs.
You're the only one that offered to take a WOD, Luke.
No, so you do a lot of the workouts of the day, right?
I do. I design all my own.
Oh, you do your own?
Yeah, I have a full garage gym, and I design all my own workouts.
Really? And you get it, because when we were in Abu Dhabi, I was watching you. You jump rope for what, 2 minutes, minute, whatever.
Yeah, it depends on the
whatever workout, the WOD, yeah. And then you were rowing.
Rowing, jumping rope.
I was over there curling.
Yeah.
Curling beers.
No, I was actually just curling.
Doing your sit-ups off the couch.
And then I was doing elliptical. Elliptical, stair stepper. Yeah. I was burning calories, dude.
Thigh master.
Any way you can get it in, Luke.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, being in Abu Dhabi for 4 days. Well, we were in Vegas quarantine too.
2 days.
For 2 days. And then
for a day.
Yeah, all we did was literally just drink in a room. It didn't even feel like a fight week to me.
No, that was I think going into, if we have to go back, I think we'll be able to structure things differently.
Yeah, we have to.
Because nothing felt right the whole week to me.
Nothing.
You know?
Even the backstage of the whole workout
thing felt
deal
weird.
is just all weird.
And Justin I don't feel like he ever got to that point that he's gotten to in the previous fights where you just know he's on.
Yep.
You know?
He was trying to wake up, I think.
He had moments during the workouts throughout the week where you saw it. It's like, oh, shit, he's ready.
Yeah.
But then that night, it just never felt like he got there.
Yeah.
He never leg kicked me.
No, he never leg kicked you. I mean, I did my part.
You did, but he always smokes me with a leg kick when we're wrestling. Never did that.
You guys can call me. I'll talk shit to him on the phone. I'll just run my mouth about his mom for 15 minutes.
I know.
We'll get him there.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm superstitious to some extent, and he never leg kicked me that night. You know, and you know as well as I do, he does every single time.
Yeah.
He hits
or
me
kicks you, knees you in the sternum.
And he just wasn't there mentally.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. The whole environment was weird. I don't know. It was way different. I would say because of the whole no crowd deal, but you watched the Tony Ferguson fight. That had zero effect.
I don't think that was it. I just think it was. I don't know. I just think it was I don't think any of us
world title.
Yeah,
Khabib.
It was just strange, man. That's
different country. I mean, there's a tons of things. I mean, I don't know. Like, it was different. I must say that. Like I said it on the way back. I was talking to my wife. Probably, I don't know, that next few days. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Well, how do you think he did, or what was wrong, or what?" You know. I was like, well, fucking Ben fucked up. His wrestling takedown defense.
Mount defense, man. Mount defense.
But
they teach you that at Boise State?
Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I honestly don't know. Honestly, it just felt forever being there.
It did. Yeah.
And I said, I don't know. I mean, not taking anything away from Khabib because he's fucking 29-0 for a fucking reason. But he fucking knows how to fucking beat people and he does what he's good at.
Yes.
And
everybody.
You know, I watch all his old interviews of old fights and stuff, and he says, I'll smash him. Smash him. He fucking smashes him. He does. I mean, he literally smashes. Well, like the Conor fight, like when he fucking was talking to him.
Oh, yeah.
Why he was beating him down. You know what I mean? Like,
Duck now.
Duck now. Yeah, duck now.
Yeah.
Right. And like, he's fucking a beast when it comes down to that shit, you know? And I don't know if this was true. I don't know. I heard it. Maybe you heard it, Daniel Cormier. I don't know how much it was.
Yeah, I don't.
He said that he didn't want to break Justin's arm, so he put
Justin wouldn't tap out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
bullshit.
I don't know. I'm calling bullshit too. Yeah. And but either way, Justin, you know, actually, I think Justin did try to tap from the choke
twice.
Yeah, and he still went to sleep because the ref, I don't think, see it.
No, Jason Herzog didn't see it.
Yeah. And we argued with Herzog in the cage afterwards.
Yeah, I'm like, he fucking tapped.
I love Herzog too. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Herzog.
He's always
Herzog looked at it. He's like, he didn't tap. And Justin's like, I did. I tapped, and then I tapped again.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. That's not you. That's what he said, right? He's like, no, that's not you. And Justin's like, I fucking tapped. The shit
to be
was tight.
fair, it was on the other side. It was on the cage side.
Was it? Yeah, I'm sure he could see it. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Justin was fired up about that.
Yeah, he was. Because they was talking in the cage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, it was suck. I mean, here's the thing. In that fight game, and this is something that I learned how to learn too, is there's going to be a fucking winner and there's going to be a fucking loser. And it's always better when you win. But I'll tell you one thing about Justin. He's taught me how to carry yourself as a fucking professional, win or lose. And in his interviews, you kind of forget about him losing. Like, you really do. Like, I fucking am like, God damn, dude.
No, since that loss and since I've been home, you know, there's same with you probably and any of us that coach him. You know, there's so many people that are fans of you because you coach Justin and they want to know everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they also have a comment on everything. And I haven't had a single person mention his loss since I got back. 100% of them have talked about how he responded to the loss.
Yeah,
100%. And that's a testament to how he responded. But it's just him, man. Justin's a competitor. Win or lose, he's a competitor, and he has a short memory. He loves what he does.
Yep.
And taking a loss isn't going to change his outlook on what he's doing on a day-to-day basis.
What's so funny is like I never thought like where I'm at right now in my point in life to where when he came into the gym that we would be here, right? Like I honestly didn't like. This is no bullshit. Me and my wife got married when he was starting to come into the gym, right? Mm-hmm. And he asked me to hold pads for him a little bit, and I talked. He was going to college. He was one of your wrestlers at the time, and Lisa was the one that was brought him in. Yep. And Lisa was like, "Hey, man, work with him. He's gonna be good." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Okay." So I would work with him because I was probably at the point in my career where I'm starting to be like, if I'm going to stay in MMA, I'm going to transfer into a coach. I want to help Trevor out. Because, that was kind of like the eye-opener when Muscle Farm came in town and they started the team Elevation and
that was
Grudge.
When they split from
split from Trevor, right? Like there was like a handful of guys that stayed and the rest left, Mm-hmm. And I was at the point in my career where it wasn't about leaving Trevor. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even about that. It was like, this is the guy that I moved down here from Nebraska to train with. He's helped me out. Not that those other guys did. My training partners never helped me.
Yeah.
Not that the other coaches didn't help me. Trevor helped me out a lot, and he gave me a lot, and he actually made me pay for a lot of stuff. But I would never change that. Now I understand why he did that.
Kept me invested.
It kept me. Yeah, I have to be. Yeah, he did everything right. Like I could not have asked for a better mentor as a coach. Mm-hmm. And now that I, obviously translated into a coach.
Did you say translated?
So what I said, what was I supposed to say?
Transitioned.
Same thing.
Yeah. Lukeism.
Started with the T.
Yeah, it's Lukeisms.
Like a Trans Am.
And see somebody.
I might have said it a little fast.
He knows what's up.
They'll quote me on this.
We hear the Lukeisms.
Yeah, you'll hear.
Fight week.
It's not just the podcast.
It's live.
Okay, all right. Fair
I'm live. It's live.
When Justin's got him down and punching the shit out of him during fight week, we hear lots of Lukeisms. Like Luke Jitsu.
Oh yeah, Luke Jitsu. Dude, I bust out the jits. Luke Jitsu
makes me proud.
Dude, that was one of the funniest goddamn nights that all the shit
that was fun. It was fun. I'll be anxious to watch that documentary.
Yeah.
And see what actually really cuts. What was funny was when they did the embedded, they were filming us and Justin was on top of me and he was choking me, but nobody could see him choking me. And I was like, my chin was choking. I was gurgling. I'm like, and it sounded like I farted, right? Like it was me gurgling. And like everybody was like on the embedded deal and it sees like 5.2 million views, right? Everybody's hitting me up. They're like, dude, you just blow ass in that fucking video? And I was like, no, I was choking. That was me choking. I was tapped.
It's funny.
But yeah, so everybody thought that. But that was like, honestly, like those are the things I'll miss when it's all said and done with.
For sure.
I told Trevor this, I don't know, a while back. I said, when Justin's done, I think I'm going to be done. I think so. I think I'm going to be done. I might do a few privates here and there.
Yep.
But
what else are you going to do?
I'm going to take this podcasting to another level.
If you think our 38 listeners and 11 patrons are going to carry you into the next stage, you are mistaken, my friend.
I'm telling you right now, Cody. We're going to have a team meeting because we're not there.
You guys got to get on the same page.
Yeah,
apparently, yes. Come on.
You've been at MIA for the last
same direction here.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It takes a team. Greg, we be killing it, huh?
Oh,
yeah, Greg's high. He don't know.
This is a.
I know what you're saying, Luke.
No, but it's going to be hard for me. It's just not like It's not that.
It's hard to find somebody like Justin.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, it's not that because there's a few, like Archie is one that Archie's going to do great. Kind of steer him away, steer him in the right directions, helping him out the most. Like, I can't tell him to do this, and then I can't not show up. You know what I mean? Like, thanks, Coach. And then, no, I'm good. But my deal is I don't want to take away somebody's hopes and dreams when my passion is not there anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I can't commit to them.
And I think because when Leister stepped away from Elevation, he offered me that job. The job that Zabriskie has essentially now as their wrestling coach. And I didn't have relationships with a lot of those guys past coming in and running workouts every once in a while when Leister was gone. I was his go-to if he couldn't be there. So I probably ran a workout a month down at Muscle Farm. Yeah. But never.
Awesome facility.
Oh, beautiful.
I've been there a few times.
Amazing.
It was nice.
But I never developed the relationships with the guys, to feel like, hey, this is something that I'm willing to drive an hour each way to go do twice a week and this and that, but when you have that relationship with that athlete, you're willing to do those things.
Yeah. It's different.
And that's where I was at with Justin. After the Poirier fight, I met with him and said, hey, you need this in your training. You need this back. I'm willing to help you. I don't want anything for it. I just want to see you reach your potential. And I had that relationship with Justin. To where I truly.
And he had that trust issue with you too.
Yeah, there's a trust issue, but from my end, it's like I love this kid.
Yeah.
Like my own son, and I want to see him reach his potential.
Yeah.
So I think when you have that relationship, and you may develop that relationship with an Archie or somebody, to where it's like, okay, now I can justify continuing to do this for this
100%. And that's like I'm there. Like Archie's, man, I'd do anything for that kid, right? Obviously,
Archie's awesome.
And and there's probably like 2-3 other kids that I see the potential of, making it to the UFC level. You know what I mean? That could really do it.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if they'll ever be a world champ, right? Because it's fucking hard. Let's keep it real.
Matter, right?
Right.
It's
like
about
my goal was, and this is where I cut myself out, and I've talked about this. My goal when I started fighting was just to make it to the UFC.
Yeah.
And when I set a goal, I get it, right? Like, back to the podcast deal, like I set a goal, like I told Cody, I said, this is going to be our job eventually. Watch. Yep. Because I'm going to make this shit so badass and so fun for everybody who wants to listen to it.
Yep.
I'm going to do it.
Now we got Ben Cherrington on here.
Fucking beat Hulk Hogan.
We made it, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Like honestly, like that's honestly where I'm so goal driven, and like the more people like, hey, when are you gonna stop fighting? When are you gonna get a real job? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I remember my dad and mom. Like my dad, there was not a time I'd hardly never listen to my dad, because one, he'd whoop my ass. Two, you just don't disrespect your dad, right? Like you listen to your dad. Like Absolutely. That's your man, right?
Absolutely.
I remember my dad telling me a few times, like, hey, son, it's time to get a job. Let's get you on the railroad. I know this guy, because that's what we grew up, my family did, is railroad, right? My 2 brothers are on the railroad. Mm-hmm. My dad retired from the railroad. My whole family members on the road. And I look at him, and I'm like, that's not me. Like, I just knew it wasn't me.
Yep. And
I remember going to the job interview. A guy named Gary Songster, dad's buddy, kind of hooked the whole interview up with me. And I told Gary right away, I said, Gary, I don't want my dad mad at me, so I'm doing this interview, but I need to fail this interview.
Yeah.
And he was like, whoa, what's going on, Luke? You want this job or not? And I said, I don't want this job.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you here? I said, I just told you. I'm here for my dad, but I don't want to work here. Mm-hmm. He goes, okay, Lucas. well, do you want to take the interview or not? I said, no, let's just tell me about Judd. What's going on with Judd? And he goes, fair enough.
Yes,
fair enough. Bear shit. And, my dad was so gung-ho about me going there. He took me, picked me up.
Yep.
And, Gary went out there. He goes, well, we'll see how he did. I don't know, man. We're not really hiring too high right now, so we'll see. And I said, Dad, what if I don't get this job? Is it okay? He goes, oh, you'll get it. Everybody gets this job. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, my dad thinks I'm a fucking reject, right? And I was like, well, here's the thing, Dad. If I don't get this job, I'm going to move to Denver. And he's all like, you really going to move to Denver? Like, Yep. And now that I have a kid, I would have been like, it's totally different, right? Like your kid's moving away from you,
Yep.
and I get all this now, but I did it. And I said, well, they said they're going to call me in a week if I got the job, Dad. So I'll get a week, blah, blah. He goes, okay. And he looked at me, he goes, how do you think I did? I go, I don't know, man. Dad, some of those questions were really tricky. And then he asked me, like, well, what would they ask you? And I was like, oh, shit. Damn it. I should have asked Gary what's something. And I said, I don't remember, Dad. It was just, about lights and shit like that. And he goes, well, it's like driving. Red means stop. Yellow means slow down. And I was like, yeah, it's just tricky. So I didn't want to work, right? Like I didn't want to do the railroad deal. Well, he never called me and waited 2 weeks. I said, I'm out, Dad. Went out and, Sven Bean was the manager of mine right then. He told me to come out and he said, I win a few fights. He'll get me in the UFC. And at the time, the UFC wasn't happening every weekend like it is now, right? And I tried to tell.
They were all pay-per-views.
Yeah, and I was trying to tell people like it was pay-per-views and fight nights, Wednesday night fight nights, and I told them there's 25 fighters per roster per weight class. Can you imagine that now?
No, because what is there, like almost 500 fighters?
Yeah, it's crazy. So like if that's why I say like I see some of these contracts, 6 to 8 fights per contract, which is awesome for fighters because it gives you that pressure off. But like when I was fighting, like you had to win, which you only wanted to win in the first place, but you had to win. And when you lost, you got cut because it was just like fuck, other fighters in here, you ain't performing. But back to my story where I was telling about, I always listen to my dad. I remember my first fight in the UFC was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I got done fighting and I lost to a decision, right? And it was a close decision. Bullshit refs. I think they're racist.
I've been called that a few times
yeah,
in the last couple weeks.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that ain't good. So I lost her decision. Nate Moore was his name. I dropped him and everything, and I don't even know how I lost. Like, honestly. I mean, if you looked at my face, man, maybe I did lose. No, he was good. And I remember going up to my parents where the UFC gave them the tickets, to come and watch, and my whole family's there. And cousins there. A lot of them made it out to my first fight. And I remember this to the day I die. My mom's sitting right next to me. She's like, "Oh, how's your face?" And I'm like, "I'm good, Mom. I'm good. Have fun." Because we're getting the main event was actually, this is when fighters could actually go out in the crowd.
Yeah, after
before it got before it got too crazy.
Yep.
And I remember my dad leaning over to me and grabbing me by my inside of my thigh. He goes, "I'm glad you didn't listen to me." And I said, "Huh?" He goes, "Good job. I'm glad you didn't listen to me." The one time I didn't listen to him, I continued to. I almost lost my truck. My truck almost got repossessed, but I made it, Dad. I made it. But yeah, so.
Oh man, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like
trust
when
in yourself, right?
Yeah, you got to know what you want to do and how. I don't know. I guess that's just me, how I am, and I think a lot of it probably was you being a national champion. Like we pulled him up, right, Cody? Like on the deal. What was his record right away? Like
high school was 149-3.
Yeah, is that right? 149
right.
and 3 in your high school.
Right. Yep.
So you did not know, you didn't like not having your hand raised.
No, yeah, those 3 losses, and one of them specifically was in the finals of the state tournament my sophomore year. You know, those 3 losses, and that one specifically, I thought about every single day for the rest of my wrestling career.
Yeah,
You know, those were the 3 things that drove me to do what I did. You know, because I never wanted to feel the way I felt after some of those losses.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so I'm willing to run through a brick wall. I'm
Yep.
willing to work harder than anybody.
Yep.
You know, to accomplish my goal. And my college career didn't go as well as I wanted it to. You know, because I had some struggles initially. I was small in my weight class, and I took some losses, and
Yeah.
you know, and
Well, that's why we were talking about, like, your career. Like, you didn't have like the most outstanding
I didn't
record.
No, and it was 100% because of my, you know, between my ears. It wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't
you
my.
think?
It wasn't my ability. It wasn't my preparedness. It wasn't my training. It was between my ears.
Yeah.
100%. You know, you know, and we talk about, you posted it on Instagram, you know, while we were in Abu Dhabi, about surrounding yourself with amazing people and how that can propel you to greater things, right?
Yeah.
That's why our podcast is taking off.
Absolutely.
Cody.
You're 10
Gray,
pages.
you sticking around, baby. Keep sticking around, Gray. That's why our podcast is sticking off. We hired it, Gray. You got Gray.
Gray's looking at his phone. He's not even paying attention. He's like, whatever, bro.
No, but you know, so a little bit of my progression in college, you know, every teammate I had in college I love like a brother, right? But obviously you mix better with others. You know, there's some that you click with, some that you don't, some that are better to be around,
Right.
Some are better to see in practice, and that's it, right? Well, I lived with some guys that are to this day still some of my best friends, but it wasn't the most positive environment, right?
100%.
You're in the room, you're in the house, you're calling each other pussies constantly, you're doing this, you're doing that.
Yeah.
And you know, and then on top of it, you're going through a college wrestling season, man. That shit is hard.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I can only
it's
imagine,
a
dude.
grind. And so just the positivity aspect of it is hard, right? Well, then my senior year, I got a whole new batch of roommates, and one of them, Tommy Owen, he was a transfer from the University of Minnesota, so he's at one of the best Big Ten schools in the country. You know, they've won.
Yeah, Minnesota's freaking G's.
You know, I think they won 5 national titles right before he got
right
there.
below Nebraska.
Yeah, right below, yeah, just below them. The school that hasn't won any.
Damn it.
But Tommy came into the house, and he had been teammates with some guys who had won national titles for Minnesota and this and that. And, you know, one of them who I had wrestled my freshman year, who beat the shit out of me, Luke Becker. And, you know, and he saw my abilities my senior year, you know, and I was rolling, you know, and I'm just doing what I do every day, you know, and he right away he's like, you're going to win the NCAA tournament this year. You know, you're going to win it. And then, you know, so I'm feeling good, training's going good, and then I blew my knee out in October. And, you know, I think all of it's
gone. All of it's
a
gone.
waste. And had an operation, and then, you know, came back, wrestled. Yeah, that's why I only had 15 matches going to the national tournament.
I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah. So
My bad.
Yeah, tight.
You know, laid up for the first half of the year.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, so there's different.
Yeah, but you still went undefeated.
I went undefeated, and
That's even more impressive, being injured and going undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, that's
real man stuff.
It was a hell of a deal, right?
Yeah.
But I think
But you believed in yourself,
and I had awesome people around me.
Yep.
Who also believed in me. You know, and that's a huge thing, and
it's
that's
like a domino effect. Dan, that's what I'm trying to tell.
Absolutely, that's what I preach. That's what I preach to my athletes when I was coaching at the college level, and I think that's what we have as a team right now. You know, we all believe in Justin 110%.
Yep.
You know, and we're all positive people. Mm-hmm. And when you have those people around you, you have no choice but to succeed.
Yeah, it's well, like I said, like I think I'm such a big fan of the domino effect, and like I I don't preach about The Secret a lot. The movie, the book. Obviously, I got the
If you
audiobooks.
think about the front row parking spot, you're gonna get it, Luke.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
The audio books.
I didn't read the book. I got the audiobooks.
You got the coloring book.
Same. Fuck.
I gotta pee, Luke.
Yeah, go ahead and pee. But that's what I'm saying is like you fucking, if you believe it, if you fucking, like, I remember having a tap out sticker on my truck when I first started fighting. And I said, damn, I want to get sponsored by Tap Out. It changed my life. Right? Like, I could be a fucking Tap Out fighter, sponsored fighter. It didn't happen overnight, but guess what happened? They came, and when they were doing that RV tour bus, looking for fighters, pretty much, when Mask, Scrape, and all them, they freaking came to our gym, and they were on the lead with Cowboy Cerrone, honestly.
Yeah, he was one of the first.
Yeah, so they, and our gym was full of fucking 55ers. Like, it was good. You might want to throw a log in, too.
Yep, got it.
And then I was like, we're surrounded by, like, Leonard Garcia. I mean, Roger Huerta was down there, too. Like,
Dwayne.
Like Dwayne. This is when Dwayne was going 55-70, 55-70. And, I mean, we had Clay Guida was down there. I mean, we had a lot of fucking people. Salas.
That was the who's who back in the day.
Oh, it was the gym, I mean, when you have
Christian Allen.
Yep, that's just lightweights. We ain't even talking about like GSP in the fucking room.
Right.
Nate Marquardt,
Shane Carwin.
Schaub. We had like who's who in the gym, right? Like it was the gym. And when Tap Out came in and they said, "Hey man, we're gonna limelight Cowboy on this fucking show, but we're gonna sponsor you too."
Oh no, that was great. It was like I was sponsored too. I got so much. Dude, those are my first shorts. Were some Tap Out shorts.
Yeah.
I had like 8 pairs that I still have.
Dude, they would literally.
I used to tell people I was sponsored. I was like, yeah, I got these for free.
Those are like relics now. You can probably sell those on eBay.
Yeah,
Dude,
they're authentic. Yeah, like honestly, like so, like Punk Ass, Scrape, all those masks, like they were the best, dude. They were literally the best, and they knew what fighters were getting paid, right? And it wasn't like what it is today, right? Obviously,
not even close.
Not even close. And I remember he called me in his RV and he goes, "Hey, come in here, Hulk."
Is this your casting couch story?
Yeah, right. And, goddamn, shut up.
Did I ruin the?
And I go, Ben. I said, "Listen, Ben, Cody, just unplug. I'm gonna unplug your shit from here. You can't even listen." He goes, "Hey," actually, he called me Lupe. He goes, "Lupe, what would it mean for Tap Out to sponsor you?" And I said, "Can you see that truck over there?" He goes, "Yeah, the black one." I said, "Yeah, it's a Dodge Ram." I had a Dodge Ram at the time. He goes, "It's a nice truck." I said, "Yeah, I'm about to lose that bitch." It's about to get repoed because I'm broke as a fighter. And I said, I came from here from Nebraska. It's not far, but I told him the same thing. I said, I want to become a fighter. I'm going to make it to UFC with or without your help. I'm going to be in the UFC, watch. And this is when I wasn't even in the UFC. I was fighting in Canada a lot in TKO. I was in the promotion TKO. It's like I would say that's like a LFA promotion now. Like if you fight in LFA, you're going to get in UFC.
Yeah.
It's
like the up and comers and the
exactly. Yep. And I fought and I was beating people up in that and Mask goes, "No, I just want you to know, like, you're a bad dude. Like, we want to know what does it mean to, if Tap Out sponsors you." I said, "Well, here's the deal, man. I would be honored to wear your Tap Out gear in my fights, and I would love to have a paycheck that I can rely on to keep training, hard work, knowing that I won't cut myself." There's CBD in there. Oh yeah, I don't have no Ignite. That shit got you. You're fucking going to sleepy.
Okay, where's the black rifle?
Where's the coffee at? And anyways, I told Mask, I said, look, I'm looking for just to get by for training. I'm not asking for a fortune, but I would love it because I would do you proud, Mask. I would. I'll promise you I'll represent you guys. I won't disappoint you. And he goes, you know what all I wanted to hear? And I was like, what? He goes, that you're going to be the baddest motherfucker in there. And I said, well, I didn't want to fucking sell you short because I wanted the sponsorship. And to this day, I go, fuck, how long have I been retired now? I retired in 13.
40 pretty soon.
Yeah, 40 on Monday. Thanks, Ben. No, and I'm still talking about them because that's just a big impact they did in my life. Yep. Like it was crazy. But it is
right.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, like in your college time, right? When you were in college, being a wrestler, how crazy was college though? I mean, because I always tell myself, like I went to college for welding, right? I went to school before I got into the big fight career that I landed.
Yep.
But I went to a junior college, welding school, and I welded. And our school only had basketball and volleyball and basketball for girls, right? It was a small
quality sport.
Yeah. But I wanted to go hang out with the volleyball chicks and the basketball chicks. So my department was way in a different campus.
Yep.
So I had to go fucking mingle with the fucking athletes, which I was a fucking welder. They're like, hey, what's your major? And I was like, business. They were like, oh, what you majoring in? I was like, psychology.
Old man Cherry, he's a welder.
Yeah, see?
Top welder.
Yeah, see, and I would change. I would never change.
Got to hold your chin high with that.
Dude, I know, no, but I didn't want to. They're like, wow, shouldn't you be over in that end of the building? And my deal was like, I'm transferring to go wrestle. Because we didn't have a wrestling program.
University of Nebraska.
Yeah. And anyways, so I partied there, but my deal was I was there for welding, and that's when I was like,
do you know how to weld?
I do know how to weld. I got certified, vertical up, overhead, pipe. I mean, I don't know how well I can do now. I mean, I could do it. Like I honestly thought about before doing this whole podcast deal, like doing making this into a welding shop again and doing it so I can work from home. Do all that.
Dude, welding's sweet.
Oh, I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Gig.
The only thing I don't like about welding is like when you're fucking welding overhead, and anybody that's listening that's ever welded this shit, the fucking of course I would wear like my bib overalls like you guys see me wear, and like a piece of slag would come down and either get on your chest, and you'd have leathers on, but for some reason it would fucking find your skin. Well, I would not have my leathers down. I wouldn't have my pants on.
Drop down your little dinky.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you,
rough.
dude. It would come down to my thigh, and I'm welding. You don't want to You don't want to stop the weld because it's fucking going a good bead.
Yeah, you're trying to. Make
And it's
nice
fucking
bead.
like I'm fucking with the other hand trying to swipe it off, and it's fucking burning my skin, dude. Right next to my junk, dude. Oh man, that was the worst. But you just wanted to finish the weld, because you didn't want to fuck it up. But that slag would that's when you knew you had the temperature rolling down, and that everything was perfect. But yeah, dude, I miss welding. I do. I definitely do miss welding.
It's good stuff.
It's good. You weld?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to.
Yeah. Wire feed? Is that what you do?
Wire feed and
arc?
It's the arc welding, yeah. Arc was my favorite.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
You did welding too, Cody?
Oh yeah.
Shut the fuck
Bro, I
up.
welded my trailer up. I welded my camper trailer. I built that from the
arc welding.
Yeah,
you
he's
knock
just a
off
man.
you knock off the slag and you got a pretty beat.
That's
under
what
there.
I like about it.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
what I honestly. It's all shiny and shit.
Yeah,
like
that was wire feed wasn't near as satisfying.
Yeah,
no,
I hate man.
and it was easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like what is TIG now, right? That shit was
Wire
hard.
feed, yeah.
And now they have the spool feed shit.
Gas welding was fun.
That gas was fun. I just never
acetylene and
trusted
oxygen.
gas. Yeah. I got tanks. I got acetylene and everything for that.
yeah.
And I was like, man, I just never trusted the gas. I was going to make a couple ladder stands and for tree stands
gas is mostly for like welding pipe and stuff.
yeah, small gauge
thin
stuff. But I was going to wire feed some shit. And I was like, Man, I don't want to die. I better not trust my shit. I haven't welded it. What? Step on a fucking ladder. Bam, it goes down. Oh, fuck. But, hey, before we get carried away, I got a few things to talk to you about still. What the hell is going on over there? We go shut that off.
Alexa's going nuts on us, bro.
I know. Before we get too carried away, we got the Tyson fight tonight. I'm pretty anxious about that. Like I know it's an exhibition,
but they changed the rules. Did you see that?
No, they changed them back.
They changed them back.
So the rules originally were no knockouts. There was going to be no winner, and Mike Tyson basically came out and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna try and kill this fool. I don't care what it is."
But so they changed it to a knockout, right?
There will be a winner now too.
Yeah. There's knockouts are allowed, and there'll be a winner.
Yeah, which there should be, and I hope Jones comes to fucking fight.
Yeah,
he's
fast.
good.
He hasn't lost any speed.
I know he's good. He's fast, but I have a feeling that Tyson is gonna bulldoze that fucking speed right on over and beat Tyson.
Tyson's fast too right now.
I know. 8 rounds. So how long is he gonna? I mean,
yeah.
Dude, what time's that fight start?
I'm waiting for it right now. I mean, some idiot's singing right now. So I don't know what's going on.
We might need we'll pop that up and then we can block it out on the screen. But we'll talk about it. But before we get carried away, I want to talk about my peeps that just came through today. Yeah, Skinny Co is pumped up about it. We got crispy boots. Crispy boot.
Shout out to McKinley and the warehouse staff. Y'all are the real ones. That's all I gotta say. Y'all are the real ones.
They gave us a box of goodies. I must say that I'm pretty impressed with their gear. And Mark from day one when I met him at the trade shows, dude. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. And
are they local?
They're out of Utah.
Okay.
And it's like I would say it's like a freaking Mercedes, Lexus, the cream.
They're awesome.
The cream on your feet.
I took my Crispies. Sure. I forgot my other boots. I forgot my heavy insulated boots. And I wore my Crispies out hunting last week.
The Thors.
Dude, yeah, they were great until my socks got wet.
Yeah,
my socks.
That's any boot though.
Down,
you
dude.
fuck up. That's amateur hour.
I know, bro. It is.
So yeah, I want a big shout out to Mark over there and the whole staff over at Crispy, man. We got a good little sign up for you guys now. Thank you. I appreciate it. But on that note, I got to still give a big shout out to my boys over at Cafaro International. Gear for Life. Frank, Aaron. God, Aaron is just on a killing spree. I want his life. He just wants to do his hunt. All he does is go out, post pictures of him hunting.
Murders animals everywhere.
With a stick bow. It's crazy. Actually, the last kill was with the rifle. Do you see that?
Yeah, another.
I'm rubbing off on him.
What's he got? Like 6 deer this year already?
No, he has like 20-something.
Already?
Yeah. Damn. And counting. Tito Knives, gotta love them. Ben, so this backcountry roll you're seeing right here, I'm gonna give more props to Cody that he deserves because he's the one that kind of thought about it with my operation.
Stupid.
We have partnered up with them, and we are getting our own GU Tito knife.
Really?
Backcountry roll out before Christmas.
Dang. So is that the orange one there?
Yeah, this is just the regular orange one.
It's not the GU edition, so don't.
Yeah, it's not GU edition, but
slow your roll, buddy.
Yeah, it's sweet. They're what they're known for is their blades. These ones. Okay. Look how light it is, and that's with rope.
Ultra light,
ultra sharp.
Yeah, slick.
Yeah, so they're backcountry knives, and they go in, and they're your skinny knife, camping knife, whatever you want to call it, but they are the bomb. Awesome stocking stuffers, awesome gifts, and especially when you get a GU logo on that baby. Why not? Let's go GU15 on the checkout, and you get to save that money for Christmas. Damn, by listening to this podcast, I don't even know what more can I say. Oh, I got more to say.
I don't even have a GU hat yet.
What the fuck? Hey, I got a t-shirt. I got a bunch of shit I'm going to give you, right? Trevor got 2 sweaters today.
I got hats over here. They go on sale for $19.99 a piece.
All right.
I'll sell you 2 for $38 flat.
Well, for hey, I'm just looking over our new rug over there by Crispy. They give us a floor mat, dude. Now that's some high shit right there.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. It is nice.
The hat's nice too.
Yeah, then the hat, the new hat. Check the hat out I got right here now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not the
I told
flat
you.
bill.
I told you, Gray. You should have not have took that last edible. You took that last edible. You should have took it.
Greg's loving life right now.
Hell, he's out. He's gonna have to go Mimi's here, I think. But yeah. So on that note, hey, today me and the boys were out shooting guns today, and man, I had to rock my little Cafaro little hoodie that I got from him, Cafaro hoodie, Cryptech hoodie, and it was pretty badass. I loved it. It stayed warm. I lost my fucking phone out of it, but hey, it is what it is. Type in Gladiators 2020. You get to save that money too. Checkout code Gladiators 2020 on Cryptech, Battlefield of the Backcountry. Holler. Now, back to you, Ben, real quick, before we go to this Tyson deal. Tell me a little bit about life right now. What's life consist of you?
What's life consist of me? Life is not overly exciting for me right now.
Well, I know with the whole COVID deal and everything.
Man,
so
but I'm selling real estate, obviously.
Yep. I mean, how is that going right now?
It's going great.
It's busy still,
It's
huh?
busy,
It's
man.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like people.
Yeah,
So here's the deal: is there a lot?
It's great.
Yeah. So, you feel like you're dealing with a lot more out of staters?
No, not me personally. I think there is a lot of out of staters moving in.
Oh yeah.
You know, but me personally, that's not the bulk of my business right now.
Right.
You know, but being in tune with what's happening, that's definitely a huge factor in the market in general. But yeah, so I'm doing that, and then I am also a homeschool teacher, Luke.
Dude, talk about this.
Yeah,
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter's so fucked.
Rad.
Could you get Luke hooked on
Pretty
phonics?
rad.
Here's the deal, dude. Like,
He would need that.
my daughter been going to school this whole time.
I know. Did they just do?
They went away with it
Yeah, so
over
you're
Thanksgiving
gonna
break.
have to teach.
So now I got to be fucking a teacher and help her log in and do all this shit. I told my wife, I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Listen, man, I'm straight up homeschool teacher.
Yeah.
Because we're not doing. We pulled our kids out of the schools.
So you are doing everything.
My wife, God bless her, she spent like the whole summer trying to figure out the curriculums and what was going to be the right programs for each kid and each discipline and subject. And but she's a nurse full time, so she teaches.
Shout out to first responders.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
But she teaches 2 days a week, and then I teach 2 days a week.
No kidding.
And so I like to tell people that I'm like the grumpy high school gym teacher, and she's like the bubbly elementary school person.
Yeah, the hot one.
So yeah, and the hot one.
My
kids,
not so
I'm
much.
not the favorite. I'm not the favorite.
I
teacher.
guarantee you. So that's kind of like where I'm gonna be at. Like I gotta be, because my wife works, Monday through Friday at the hospital.
Nah, dude, it's hard. It's hard.
And I'm trying to convince my mother-in-law to come down and help because my daughter loves her nanny.
Yep.
Like loves her.
Yep.
Like, so I'm trying to think like, man, how can I maybe do the 2 and 2, 3 and 3 and 2? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work because I know for a fact I can't do Monday through Friday.
Nah, dude, no, you can't. And that's
kindergarten, dude. Why are they going to school for freaking from 9:30 to 2:30 in the day?
Yeah, no, it's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved it when I dropped her off, and now I go pick her up.
Home.
Yeah,
when she's home. You gotta.
Yeah, so I got on Monday. My wife took Monday off just to get the whole thing started, and to teach me how to log in and everything. And I'm like, how's this gonna work, dude? I don't know.
Honestly, I think what you're gonna have to do is harder than what I have to do.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah. Just giving you encouragement, right? Because you don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't. I'm coming in blind.
Yeah, well, that's because there's another teacher designing everything.
Yeah,
like
Luke has to learn the curriculum first.
Yes.
Or hey, I'm like trying to. So like when the kids go to bed, I'm looking at all the books that they're reading at story time, because parents have to read out loud to the kids. So I'm gonna be like trying to memorize some of these books.
It doesn't matter if it's in English or Spanish.
Yeah, dude. I'm like,
it's all hard.
The car. I'm gonna be fucked. My daughter can read faster than me,
No, man.
and she's 5.
Yeah, no.
I got punched a lot.
My daughter's math, man.
Oh, I bet.
She's got all these games she has to play. Even if the directions aren't laid out for me,
Yeah.
I just skip the games. And my wife's like, "Do you play the game?" I'm like, "No, hell no, I didn't."
Hell no.
Like, I need someone to show me how to play the game. I'll play the game.
Yeah.
But no, it's you just got to adapt, improvise, and overcome. Man.
I know I'm gonna have to do it, man. I'm so worried. I'm so worried about it, Gray. I'm worried about you over there. You high?
Yeah, I'm really big.
We're gonna wrap this up here soon, bro. You can relax on that chair, you know. He goes, "I'm really baked, man." Oh fuck! I know. As long as they ain't bad one, have a good one, you know. Oh fuck! Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I love it. So you're a home school teacher.
Yep.
Wife works first responder. You sell real estate, like, and you're like out in what, northern Colorado?
Yeah, basically, like I'll do, I cover basically North Denver. I mean, I've gone down to the Springs, because with the wrestling connections and this and that, like if I know you and I like you, I'm gonna go work.
You're gonna go work with them.
But the bulk of my business is northern Colorado, from basically like Longmont
Right.
up to the Wyoming border.
So, do you have a website or some people can check you out?
God, Ben sells Colorado homes.
Ben, oh damn! What about your IG and stuff?
IG is Ben Cherrington 157.
Why the 157?
It's my wrestling weight, man.
Oh fuck!
Come on, Lil Hulk 155. Come on, bro. Jeez.
Justin keeps telling me, like, when are you gonna change that? I said I did.
228.
Yeah, it's Gladiators Unleashed now, bro.
I gotta pee again.
Yeah, I told him. I said I changed it. It's not 155 anymore. It's Gladiators Unleashed. And he started laughing. He goes, "Dude, that shit should have been Little Hawk 255."
Yeah, seriously.
And I said, "I ain't 255." But I'm clowning. But this is what I need real quick, Cody.
Yep.
This is what I really, really need. You know that torch? You got a lighter?
No, I don't.
Gray, you got a lighter?
I got a blowtorch. I can find you a blowtorch.
Yeah, I got that torcher.
Trying to light that cigar with
Yeah,
your
you want one of
blowtorch?
these, baby?
Oh, of course I do.
I got one for you.
Love it.
Gray, I would say I got one for you too, but I don't. And this ain't a blunt. You know? Anyways, all the listeners, I'm about to light up a stogie. If I had to cut that, I would just take that knife. Damn, this thing's nice. I've been on this little binger now with sliding some Stokes and drinking my whiskey. And the only thing I had to light was my torch, you know. But like I said, I enjoy having a cigar now. And
Been chewing on that thing.
I know I chew on it like, I don't know why. Hey Ben, are you ready to get in this moment? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You better get Ben. You better drink that beer, Ben.
Hey, man, I'm drinking. I have to piss every 10 minutes, dude.
You do, but my sponsors love it. My sponsors love it. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gonna give me 3 shout outs this podcast."
Look, the baby bladder. It's bad for me.
Yeah. This is what I was gonna say. Ben, you've been in the MMA game now for what? How long?
I mean, on a superficial level, probably like 5 years.
Okay, so we're going, and it's crazy because you got
with Justin though for almost 3.
Yeah, so we're gonna say, I mean, you got jumped right into the fucking the ball, the good shit.
Yep, the big stuff.
Yeah, and it's funny because like when I sometimes go to these, I coach some of these amateurs and we have to go to these small dinky shows and. And I'm like, fuck, how they doing this show, But it's because I forget how small, when you first start into MMA and do these small shows, you got to climb the ladder like anything.
Yep.
And so what I was getting to You've been in it 5 years, let's say 5 years. Now, what would probably be the most thing that you can say that's been the most craziest thing you've seen? Did that light just blink? Or am I fucked up?
Something flashed.
Something flashed, right? Okay, cool.
Or he just lit that torch.
No, I think it was that. I was like, that's a brand new light. So I said, what was the most craziest thing that you've seen in the MMA game so far?
Oh man, I don't know that I've seen anything crazy. You know what I've appreciated about the MMA game is because I mean obviously you have the wild knockouts and just people in general in this sport have to be a little bit wild, right? But what I love about it is the respect aspect of it, man. You know, to me that's the coolest part. Is these guys can go in, they can, you know, and it doesn't matter if they talk shit before the fight, or if they're super respectful.
At the end of the
as
fight,
soon as the fight ends, they give each other a hug, man, and there's mutual respect there. You know, so that's I guess you can call it crazy or cool or whatever you want, but that's the coolest part for me is just the fact that when it comes down to it, when people lay it on the line, when it's all said and done, everybody's good.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. I get that.
I think that's where we should be in terms of just world dealings.
Yeah, I
Beat
know.
the shit out of somebody.
Especially
it's
today's
over with.
world, right?
Yeah.
But today's world, like, my deal is...
Winner, you got the gift. Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
That's how I feel.
Absolutely.
I've been last a lot lately. I have not been first lately in a lot of things. And I don't get it. But no, speaking of that, though, I was trying to tell you, like, when you get in the MMA world and you start seeing some of these different athletes on how they act and how they be, and like we talked about Justin, how fucking cool and level-headed he really is. Mm-hmm. Like, I wish sometimes you could go to other fighters and be part of other fighters' camps, because you would honestly see like how fucking lucky we are with Justin sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Even myself, like even as I look back at my fight, I was like, God, I'm a little bitch. I should cut weight way better than what I did.
Yeah.
I was a little pussy, dude. I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah. No, Justin's a unique individual, man. And I think not only is he unique, but he trusts the people around him. Which makes everything easier.
I know, which is kind of scary.
I didn't want to say anything, Luke.
I know, which is scary. I'm like, he's like, Luke, you ready for another fucking fight? And I was like, damn, I was kind of hoping you fired me after the last fight. No, it's crazy.
Good old Chandler.
Yeah, right. And here's the thing. Here's the thing on this
fight. Did he tell you I wrestled Chandler at the NCAA tournament? Did
you
beat him?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, so that's a kind of a cool little thing right here. That's a good story.
That'll be a twist, right?
Yeah, that's a good little twist right there. So
Are you gonna shout him out across the ring?
Me? I'll just flex at him.
You remember me, Chandler?
Right?
What's up, bro? 8-2.
Yeah, you know.
That was damn near the score.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Ben Cherrington fan. Since 2006, bro. I've been there since day one.
since this morning.
Just he was like, hey, we're doing the podcast with today.
I said, who? Ben who?
That's pretty much I got 1,400 Instagram followers.
Oh, let's change that shit.
Bro.
This is my dog, dude. This is my quarantine man. He's the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, so speaking of that, if the rumor comes true, which I think it's really going to happen, you know, minus the whole COVID testing shit that's happening right now, Michael Chandler is going to be Justin Gaethje's next opponent, January 23rd.
Yep.
If that's the case, the one and only here in GU fucking Unfiltered, the guy that beat him was it NCAA? It was.
Quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals. Yep. Ooh, that blood rounds, right?
That was to be an All-American.
Yep, to be the fucking so he never was an All-American.
He was after that. He was a junior that year.
Okay.
So he came back.
Just need
so
you
and then you were
to move on
I
before
was a
you
senior.
can before you can make it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I had to vacate the bracket.
Yeah, you had to leave the weight class. So did you ever think about going like time out. So you beat him. You remember the score?
It was I think it was 8-1.
8-1. Oh shit! You said 8-2. You
Told you,
fucking
bro.
chump,
Told you it was
bro.
close.
Yeah. So you meet Chandler 8-2,
Yeah.
or 8-1. To go in to be an All-American, which is a huge accomplishment right there.
Yep.
Where did he wrestle at?
He was University of Missouri.
Yeah. Oh shit! So he was
a
a
team with
Tiger,
Askren
Askren, right?
Tyrone
Askren,
Woodley.
all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. He was on a good team.
Yeah, stud team. Yeah, that's a good team.
Yep.
So then you beat him, and you obviously follow his career.
Yeah.
Did you ever like get an itch to fight?
I would say that I would say no. My if I would have had the opportunity to continue to compete, I would have tried to make an Olympic team. You know, but I had a bunch of knee surgeries, and that ended my career. But yeah, I mean, I love the fight game, but my passion and my goal was to go win an Olympic gold medal.
Yeah.
I would say if I had more of a, I guess now that I'm learning the fight game, I would be more excited about it now than I would have been back then. I'm too damn old now. But,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, we say that, and then we see Tyson rolling up at 50 fucking 3 and Jones.
Yoel, right? 43.
Yeah, Romero. He
He says he's only got 10 more years left, so you got plenty of time.
that guy's a freak,
dude. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
here's the thing, you cannot I don't know. I've seen Tyson at his fattest, like where he was big, dude.
Man, Tyson's
like even when he
life.
was in the Hangover movie.
Well, look at Tyson Fury.
Yep.
I mean,
Good point.
Dude was 200 pounds overweight or whatever it was.
Yep.
Doing drugs.
Yeah, perfect example. I mean, do I think the wheel is there? Yes. And I think once you have it, you always have that mentality. And like Tyson pretty much set the bar of mentalityness, right? Like,
Tyson went from bottom of the barrel, man.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't highly thought of.
Yeah. And
now he has changed his life. He's changed his life. He's changed his perception.
Yeah.
That people have of him. Like I think it's a remarkable story. I think it's amazing.
So here's my whole deal on this, and Cody, maybe you can hear me out on this too, and Ben. You see all these guys that come back and do like one last one. Tito, Chuck, Ken Shamrock, like all in their day, like obviously didn't happen in Mayweather and McGregor because Mayweather's still young. I think he's way younger than these guys.
Well, and his fighting style allows for him to.
Yeah.
Fight well
So
into his...
what I'm hoping tonight is, before I see Tyson come out and fight, and I hope he comes out in his cutoff towel, white towel, and to the walkout, and he performs like he goes out on the throne. Because there ain't nothing more disappointing than watching your favorite fighter
go out and get their ass whipped.
get out and get fucked up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember like the last 8 fights that I watched of yours, bro.
I know it's sad. Fuck. It's only for a paycheck, Cody. Fucking times are rough.
Why didn't you go out on top like Mr. Ben Cherrington did? That's the way it's at.
Yeah, I know, huh? Fuck. I honestly, I had a couple more fights in me. I did. I retired on a loss in Canada, and a lot of it was, it was because I knew it wasn't that I was afraid to fight anymore. It was me. I was just burnt out of training.
Yeah.
And in the sport is if you're not training, like anything,
you have to be all in.
Yeah, you're not gonna do very well.
Yeah.
And I couldn't handle the fact of losing anymore. I hate losing. Like, I don't care if I'm fucking playing poker or whatever. I hate fucking losing.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is I hated fucking dieting. I got burned out. I hated fucking that's why I went all in on not dieting anymore.
You do hate dieting, bro. You're not lying.
And I went all in on, like, I hated running. I did. If you don't have dieting and running, cardio, sparring,
Well, it all comes down
easy, right? Like
right?
yeah. I mean, you can see me spar with Gaethje now. Yeah. Like I'll do that now. I love to spar.
Yeah.
But as far as the rest of the pieces,
to compete at the level that you were at, though,
you have to.
You got to be disciplined in all aspects.
Don't get me wrong. I could probably go and do a couple fights in the local shows and do great and win, right? Yeah. Just because it's just habit, right? But at a certain level, that top level, where you're trying to make a living, you ain't gonna do worth the shit. And where I was at the point where I'm like, I'm done fucking training this way. Like I might. And do I think I kind of probably quit a little too early? Maybe. Yeah. But like I said, my goals were just not there anymore. Yeah. Once I reached that UFC deal and they released me, I was like, fuck it. What else am I going to do? Yeah. Fight overseas? Yeah, I did. I loved it.
Bellator would have scooped you up in a heartbeat.
I know, right? You know what's sad?
They weren't around then.
No, that's true. It was Strikeforce. I went there. That's true. And I just found out my boy Brandon Gertz got released from Bellator.
He did? Brandon got released?
Yeah, man. It sucks because, like a guy that put his whole career in Bellator, invested himself in Bellator, and took fights in 3 weeks' notice for them.
Yeah. And
they came back on the card. Well, he's 3-6 for the last. Yeah, 2 of the fights were late replacements.
Did they give him a path back? I mean, in terms of
they don't know. I don't know about that, but and so
that sucks because he's one of those guys that the record doesn't reflect.
No, because he's always he's a G when it comes down to fighting, Yeah. And it just sucks. Like, man, I just feel for him because we had him on the podcast, and I said, when do you feel like it's going to be the time for you to retire? He was like, man, when the body doesn't feel like it's ready to go anymore, because right now it's feeling great. And like when that happens, like, I mean, there isn't a lot of shows out there, especially right now in the whole pandemic deal, you're going to go fight at. And the money that he was making in Bellator, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. No, man, it's
a rough game, dude.
It is. And I would say, you retired on a loss. I retired. I didn't retire by choice, but my career ended on a win, right? And to this day, I'm still not
fucking one-upper.
But today I'm still not satisfied with it,
Yeah, really?
I know I had a lot more.
Yeah.
Listen, you want to get a shot at this belt, bro? We got mats over in the corner, dog.
Yeah, right.
I would love to see that.
Listen, homeboy, I'll check your oil in a heartbeat. It'll be just like back in college.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Let my wife do that.
We can wear singlets. I'm down.
I would love to see that.
Just like old school.
That's right.
Yeah, old school. Right. You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy.
Yeah. So
no, it's just I don't think anybody other than that George St. Pierre type situation retires or steps away from whatever they're doing in the ideal situation. You know what I mean? On their terms. And I think if you are able to do that, you're extremely lucky.
Well, yeah, you're fucking blessed because you have. I mean, I don't know. My deal was when I retired, I was like, I got to make a transition to either go get my ass a real job or be a fucking coach and help these things. And at the same time, the fucking MMA still was not there.
It wasn't big yet.
It wasn't there.
Not where it is now.
But even then, at the time, like I to this day, like I'm in meetings all day long with some of these gym owners that we have, and I'm like, it's not the fighters that are making the gym money. And it ain't making me money. Like, I'll get a small percentage from the fighters, right? And there's only so few Justin Gaethje, so few fucking, the cream of the crop, right? There's always, like, let's keep it real. Like, yeah, they're making more money than what I made as a fucking UFC fighter, but to get to that level, it's hard.
It's effort and time.
Like, let's just say, like Archie right now, he's still an amateur.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go pro. He got himself a manager gonna help him out. And me
full time.
Yeah, he went full time. He got a sponsor to come on board to help him train. And to me, I think it was the best move for him, especially now during the whole pandemic. It's hard to get on. It's hard to get fights because no shows are putting on shows. And I said, you probably should look at a manager and see what he can do, because I can only make so many calls.
Consistent income.
Yeah, because I can only make so many calls a day.
Yep.
Because here's my deal. Like, this is what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care for him, but like, I'm trying to do a podcast, trying to do a hunting show, trying to be a family man. You know what I mean? Like, and run a gym, teach my classes, and I'm trying to, help these guys get fights.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
No, you don't. If you spread yourself too thin, you're not good at anything.
I'm saying fucking, and maybe that's my whole problem. Yeah. Yeah.
Cody with his legs crossed, smoking a cigar.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you need to get somebody that's into you.
They can
whatever the
They
case.
can put the right amount of time in.
Yes.
To do you justice and get you to where you.
Yeah, I said, guy that's gonna fucking go to war for you, go to swing for you. That's the guy that you need right there.
Maybe we need to move into management, bro.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
Ali makes a lot of money.
Yeah, but Ali's good at what he does.
Well, I know, but I mean, come on now. If he can do it, you can.
Ali just ain't afraid to say shit to anybody.
Dude,
I'll be a manager. I'll be a manager then, because I will talk shit to Dana White.
You got to have like a.
That is why you'll never succeed in the management.
You got to have the confidence of the highest level UFC fighter in the world, and also be a used car salesman.
But here's the thing: is like, you got to have connections too.
Yeah,
you got to know people that be like, hey, this is my favor I need right now. You owe this guy. Yeah. Sign this guy right here. He'll endorse you. Yep. And I'm not talking like small companies, like Adidas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Car companies.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, no offense, we're not talking about like Tito Knives here. You know what I mean? Like, we are talking like big fucking oil companies.
Well known worldwide.
Yeah, oil companies that give money. You know what I mean? Well, look at, for instance, Trojan condoms for Justin Gaethje, the guy that's probably only put one on to masturbate.
That was solid when he came out with that.
Oh, dude, it was so cool, right? Like, we were like, he had it all laid out.
That was 90% of our message.
I wanted to say, I wish I could see Justin's mom the first time he saw that post.
You know that hurt her a little bit.
Yeah. So you're looking at like that.
Carter was so innocent. Just like,
well, at least he's using protections.
Like, son, why would you do that?
Yeah, for $30,000, that's why I would do it for one picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Who wouldn't do that for 30? Fuck, I'd throw that shit in my mouth for 30 grand.
We've thrown worse than for less.
Don't call me scared. You know what I mean? Like some of these things. Some of these come.
Guy, right?
Yeah, I'm right.
First.
I know the warm load. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Fuck, we don't get to bring a bullshit.
I'm saying, you're the only one that's offered to take a load.
Yep, I did. So, damn, I can't believe I told you, Ben.
Warm one at that.
I fucking. God, why did I give you that edible, Gray?
He's gone.
We need a camera on Gray.
I know. We need a camera
so you can
on
watch
Gray.
the progression just every 15 minutes until he's passed out, sleeping in his chair.
Classic.
That is good. Shit, I don't know, man. Okay, before we get off though, this is what I really want to know. You went to school for what?
Exercise science.
Okay.
So
taking WODs.
Yeah, that's right.
Doing WODs.
Doing WODs, programming WODs, giving WODs.
Yeah. So tell me right now, the beneficial.
Wow.
That's upper level.
That was good. Upper level.
What is easy?
This is good. This is really good.
Tell me.
Is that going to be a T-shirt?
It could be. What makes that your cup of tea? Why?
Man, I enjoy enjoy fitness. You know, I'm a coach at heart. Grew up with a coach. Grew up with two coaches. Both my parents are PE teachers, and I think it's just.
Oh no, shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah. Both they shared an office, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, shared.
How many times they get it on in that office?
That's a good question.
Damn, dude, you know
what do you
me.
think? This is how you produce NCAA Division I athletes, bro.
That's
I
right.
know.
That's right.
For real.
Making
Fuck.
kids in the PE office. That's a big deal.
That is.
You can ask him next time how many times.
I do. I definitely. I'm gonna meet. Hey, this is okay. How many times you do it in your office?
But I think it's just it's the way I was brought up, man. And it was.
Well, I think a lot of that is.
And the interest has always been there, and I don't. I obviously didn't graduate and run with that degree. I went and coached wrestling for 7 years at the college level and sold real estate. But I can apply a lot of what I learned to the coaching and obviously to what I do personally as well.
Right.
In terms of my training. So.
So growing up in Granby, right?
Yeah.
Small town. I've been there numerous times.
Small town.
Were you a hunter?
I wasn't.
No, Dad.
No.
Never. Just
we had a big ranch, man.
you had the fucking Angus.
Yeah, we
the
had
the cows. You guys didn't need a hunt.
We ran about 100 head of black Angus cattle, and we butchered a couple of them a year, so we always had meat.
Yeah.
I had buddies that hunted.
Yeah.
I'd go with them, and especially we let people come on our place and hunt geese, and ducks, and a lot because they'd get out in the pasture and shit all over.
The geese would.
Yeah, and they spread the weeds everywhere.
Yep.
So, I was the guy that I'd walk around the back of the hay meadow and chase the geese over the top of my buddies so they could blast them.
That's cool.
Yeah, so,
did you ever have a interest of picking up a bow or a rifle or anything?
For sure. Yeah, I'm actually with my son in the process of getting my hunter safety right now.
No way.
I haven't done that yet, man. Yeah,
you should. That'd be good.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do it, and I want to get into the bow hunting. I told her if I'm gonna kill something, I want it to be with a bow. That's
up
more
and close
to me.
Yeah, that's honestly I know a good guide, pretty cheap.
Pretty cheap.
No, I've actually, honestly, Ben, if you guys really want to go, you guys should really get into it.
No, I want to get into it because we just sold our cows. Sold all after this fire that happened up there.
No way.
The fires we didn't lose any of our structures, but we lost our business side of the ranch because some logistics with water delivery to the property and things like that are compromised. So we just sold all our cows and
done.
Yeah, so now getting into hunting is something that is going to have to be important to me now.
Yeah,
because I don't have that beef at my disposal. Like
oh my gosh! So what is your dad going to still live out there?
We don't know yet. We have 800 acres and we have some water rights that we got to figure out what to do with because we can't get the water to the property now.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Our irrigation ditches have been destroyed by it. And,
oh my God.
So some logistics we're trying to figure out what to do with it. And
800 acres, and it's going to be a while for that.
And almost probably 600 of it burned up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, don't lose that 800. Yeah. Being a hunter, that's hard to get.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, that sucks. But, yeah, especially if you're selling the cows now.
Yeah, the cows are gone, man. So
yeah. Shit, dude. I'm telling you. Well, regardless, you should do that with your kid because I'm telling you that's something special.
Yep.
And it'll be fun for you too.
Yeah, no, I've always had an interest in it, just never had the need,
Yeah, well, and, fuck no, why would you?
And then during hunting season, I was so focused on my wrestling.
Yep.
That I never took the time to even get a hunter safety.
Yeah.
And it wasn't important to my dad.
Yeah.
So, and that's usually how people get into hunting, right? Is through their dad or whoever.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And that wasn't something that our family focused on.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I have enough friends now. I have you. I have Tyler, who I introduced you to when we were in Abu Dhabi, and I have some incredible hunters that I'm good friends with, and it's their life pretty much. So I've always had the interest.
Did you say incredible hunters and then said Luke's name?
Hey, it's my dog.
I said some.
Oh, okay.
Some of my sorry.
Mix that up.
Hey, how'd your last honey trip go over there?
Cody.
Hey, Cody. Hey, how'd your last honey trip go?
It was a nice little nature walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and my buddy, we had some quality time together, and that's really what
stepped
counts.
on some grasshoppers and
Pretty
stuff.
much, bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing on this whole thing. Like, so I was talking to my brother and my dad. 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and I said, "Listen, I'm gonna find a place. I'm gonna lease, maybe even own. I don't know. I want to lease it for sure. Just test it out for maybe 2-3 years.
I got a buddy with 800 acres.
Yeah, it might be for sale.
We can make this happen. Let's plant some alfalfa, dude. We'll lease it to Nestor.
So
Nestor can shoot all the big bucks and pretend that he's a hunter.
There's some big elk on there.
Yeah, so
Do it.
I showed you that one, Tyler.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna in Nebraska, whitetail on the river. Hopefully, maybe somewhere, maybe in the Canyons. I don't know.
Yep.
If I got to find the right spot for the right price, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I said I'm gonna lease. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna put a tiny home on it, whatever, on a trailer, whatever. And each year, I'm gonna put a photo up. You know what I mean? To me, that is more than any animal I can ask for, right? Like the animals, the grip and grin is great, and
Because you can actually take a photo and you can't take an animal. Is that why?
Here's the thing, faggot.
You got one.
You can turn my mic off anytime,
Where's
bro.
your fucking mic at? Where's your grip and grin at?
Hey, I got it. It's in your freezer.
Yeah, right.
I couldn't take a picture of it because I shot its face off.
So I said, it's all about having memories. And like, I have one picture with me and my dad pheasant hunting. We were fucking road hunting to boot. And I didn't know any better. He was like, get out, shoot those fucking roosters. And I did. And it was awesome. But it's just a memory I have. And I got a picture of us at the garage, mom and dad's house, with the roosters, holding them up. And I have some pictures with me and my brothers. Right, because we've hunted numerous times, took them out, and now that I have kids, now that my brother has kids, I'm like, man,
create those memories.
I want, to me, it's just like, you got to look at it like this, Ben. You were a national champion. Mm-hmm. How many people will ever feel that high?
Not many.
Not many,
10,
right?
10 a year.
Yeah, exactly. It's limited.
Yeah.
Right, and
Unless it's 2020. Nope.
Exactly. Your high right now is to be on this podcast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a shitty year.
Hey, we had the Ferguson fight.
Yeah, we did have the Ferguson fight. That's why I said, yeah. The Ferguson fight was been great. The Khabib fight was great.
It was.
It was the whole thing was good. Here's the thing is when it's all said and done with, right? Like when your fire was happening at your house, your dad, what was the only thing that he grabbed before he got evacuated?
He grabbed my wrestling awards. That was it.
That was it.
And some photo albums.
Yeah.
Stupid as shit. I was like, why did you get that?
Yeah, dude.
There's so much more important shit in the house.
Yeah, but at the same time, like to him.
But he was with me on all that stuff.
Yeah.
I know where you're going.
But to him, it was so important because it was like you guys shared the moment. He knew that was his son.
Yep.
You have a kid.
Yeah.
That's going to share that on.
Yep.
It'd be like, like having one of my mounts in the house, my kid's first mount, whatever, right?
First
that I'm taking that. Of course, I'm taking all my mounts before all the photo albums, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying is like, I talked to my wife after we got back from Abu Dhabi and I said, hey man, we probably should look.
hey, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's a whiskey talking.
We got to get ready.
I said, what's our like insurance policy on a fire? Like, because I have a lot of money into this shit. Yeah. I don't know if I told you, like, the full body mount and
I got to pee in this.
Yeah, I'm like, you little baby bladder.
Dude, I know.
That would almost be like the Kill Cliff time. The Kill Cliff time. I'm Kill Cliff. I'm running low, man. I'm out. I'm out.
Killcliff doesn't listen to this podcast.
Killcliff does listen to this. Oh my.
Come on.
And right now, this is probably the last
You know what we need to do?
5 CBD ones I have, Gray. Don't be looking at it, dude. You ain't getting this one,
Hey,
motherfucker.
we need to go over to Nestor's house because he's not there, and he always has that Killcliff get delivered on his porch.
I know.
Let's just steal him, bro.
I know. I go up there and walk up to him because he has that Ring doorbell, and I'll be like, "Fuck you, Nestor." We're supposed to go out there and hunt with Justin with Nestor, and I gotta say, man, like he's telling us to go out there and hunt, but like Justin dropping the ball,
Dude, those bucks, dude. Like, what are they eating out there, dude?
I don't know. I think he's giving him D-ball tabs.
yeah, seriously, steroids.
He's giving some D-ball tabs, bro.
Juicing them in their butts or what,
Fucking
dude?
what's that horse steroid?
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck, I forget what it's called, but it was like a fucking horse steroid. And Gray, I love you, dude. Gray, I'm proud of you. You just want to kick back and fall asleep, go ahead. Got you. Put that shit in the middle, let it flow. I'd be fucking asleep. We were talking about Gray. He looks like a zombie, bro.
Yeah, he does.
It's
been
good.
the last hour though.
It's about to kick in real good now. Anyways,
This shit's funny.
I know. Any news on the Tyson Fight yet?
No, nothing yet. I don't know. Some more rappers. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hyping
They
the
got
fight.
like Lil Wayne is gonna be on.
Yeah, dude, they got dude. He's getting
Little
10 million.
Little Wayne got out of prison.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
he got 10
He
million.
got arrested the other day. Did you hear that?
So let me ask you this: what do you think about this whole presidency thing that's going on?
I don't know, man.
It's a touchy subject to talk, so
It is. It is.
and it could cut your business, yay or nay. So just be careful.
No, I'm pretty straightforward on Facebook. So
Yeah, well,
People follow
that
me,
you are.
they know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the way I tell people is I'm very patriotic.
yeah.
If
yeah.
you can't,
Yeah. No, my
Tell yourself
worry.
that.
My worry is, is the apparent new incoming administration.
No.
Has a lot of shit they're gonna do that's gonna unweave the fabric of our country.
He's not gonna make it.
if that's the case, right?
He won't make it.
Well, that's even scarier though,
I
man.
got $100 on this, and I know that my boy DT is gonna come through
and
put that Ben
my hope,
Franklin
man.
in my pocket. I know he is.
Here's the thing, like what you just said, it is kind of scary.
Yeah, it's scary as hell, man.
Well, Trevor just bought that 300 blackout,
Yeah,
the pistol brace.
yeah,
I was like, hey, that's about to be illegal, right? You're about to be a felon with that.
yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
So this is where I'm at with it. Is if Biden gets in, my hope is that Trump fights his ass off to at least uncover some of the bullshit that happened during this election, so that it doesn't happen in the future.
100%.
I'm still holding out hope that he gets, that this all gets uncovered and we get another 4 years, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Dude, these next probably 2 weeks are going to be some real game-changing eye-openers for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Like, you thought the riots before were bad.
Yep.
Like, I think it's really going to come out that Trump is, like, Biden really cheated.
Yeah. No, it's
unquestionable.
if you're a logical, cognitive human being and you can't acknowledge that there's some sketchy shit that happened, then you're fucking stupid.
Pennsylvania has 700,000 more votes than voters.
Yeah.
Than registered voters.
Yeah, and then you got the two huge dumps that happened at 4:30 in the morning and was in 2 states, and there's 100% of the votes went to Biden. Statistically, it's impossible.
Yeah,
Here's
my deal, man. It sucks because it's corrupt.
Oh yeah.
And I knew that. I mean, who doesn't know the government's not corrupt? Like, if you're an idiot, like you just said, you're stupid if you don't know.
Yeah.
And it's no different than me trying to fucking throw a fast one on the IRS, on a fast one on my tax break, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they ain't worried about my small ass because I ain't making the fucking anything like millions, right?
Yeah.
But the worry is they are in such a high level like they control the country. Mm-hmm. And here's my deal on this whole thing. After this whole happened, I voted for who I voted for. Everybody else voted for who they voted for. Here's the deal. Even when Bush ran, Clinton ran, fucking Nixon, I don't give a fuck who it was, Obama, all of them. It didn't fucking do me. It didn't matter to me, right? It didn't matter to me.
Yep.
What's weird now is now that I'm older and now that I have a kid, I look after their future. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm turning 40. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm more into it now because I care. Mm-hmm. Like what's going to happen for my kids? God forbid something happens to me.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know, but it's scary because if people are cheating at that high level or doing corrupt shit, which God knows Trump done probably some shady shit too, right?
Yeah. I mean,
everybody does Trump. Everybody has done shady shit. Yeah. And if you ain't, you probably got a fucking nun's pussy tighter than shit, right? Right? Honestly, I mean, I don't know. That's the way. That's my politician talk or politics talk
your political talks.
My political talks is like that's what's scary is how many times people going to cheat,
and when to me,
it's okay to get caught.
You know the fraud and the cheating, and you know however deep that runs, and whatever we find out over the next few weeks is what it is. But what's scary to me is the amount of people that voted against Donald Trump because they didn't like Donald Trump.
That's just it.
That's I haven't had a single person yet that voted against him, whether they didn't vote at all or they voted for Joe Biden or whatever. I haven't had a single one of them be able to give me a legitimate reason why they voted for Joe Biden.
They love his plan or they love his
like
Obamacare was huge when Obama was there. Yeah. Nobody fucking knows anything about Biden.
Joe Biden doesn't have supporters. He has Trump haters.
Yes, exactly.
That's all he has. And I guarantee there's not 80 million of those fools.
So to me, that's the scary part. It's like, okay, that's how soft we've become as a country that we can't handle a guy who says it like it is. I mean, that's Trump. He's not political.
And that's what I liked about him at first.
Pussy, he's going to call you a pussy.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of fucking people that their feelings are hurt by that.
Yeah.
You know, I had a guy that I lived close to who said, I like Trump's policy, but I don't like Trump, so I voted for Joe Biden. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that is literally the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
It just shows you, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I get it. Like, I get it, like, where they're coming from.
You're not voting for a best friend.
Exactly.
Like, dude, I don't care if he's an asshole to bad people.
I know. That's the problem, though, with today's society, though.
That's exactly right. That's what's scary.
I mean, at what point did you grow up, Ben, with the fucking participation?
No, and that's the thing is people are more concerned about how they feel,
how feelings feel,
than being logical and understanding and looking at things through a logical lens. And saying, okay, this is what's going to be best for the future of our country, the future of my children, the future of my friends' children. But right now, people are saying, well, he's a big fucking mean dude on Twitter. Yeah. He says things that I don't like, you know? And that's where they're going to base their vote. Like, Jesus Christ, people grow some fucking balls.
Yeah, well, but that's, like I said, to me, that's where society is. Mm-hmm. Now, and it's sad.
It's way sad.
It's sad because
sad and scary, dude.
If you look back at, like, let's say my dad's Vietnam days of what went on in the world, could you imagine the people nowadays to go turn back the clock and go sit and watch what happened in Vietnam? No. Oh. Could you imagine, like, what these were guys that came back from the war that didn't even get a thank you, welcome home, nothing.
Hated on for what they did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
My wife's dad is a Vietnam vet.
Yeah, so my dad too, and like I'm just like, you know what I mean. Like, okay, so you take today's society; they're so soft deal. Okay, put them in there. How would you treat these guys any different than? Like, would you really care for these guys?
Yeah.
Or would you be so far right, so far left that you don't care a fuck either?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, to me, it's kind of confusing. Like, how did these guys get nothing? Right?
Yep.
And we haven't been in war for a few years, thank God.
Trump's the first president not to get us into it.
Yeah.
Since Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
46 years, something like that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Which is a fucking huge thing.
Even though the left wing media for 4 years said he's going to start World War III.
100%.
You know?
And what's he do? Go makes peace with fucking
Goes
Korea.
in and fucking lays his fist down.
Yeah.
Brings troops home.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. Like, if you're a liberal, like, what policies do you not like? Dude, no wars.
They don't like
Bringing troops
they don't
home.
dislike his policy. They don't
it's
like
nuts.
Him. They don't like
it's
him.
nuts.
Yeah, they don't like how straightforward he is.
I don't get it.
That's it. That is literally.
Yeah.
You know, it's
crazy. Here's my deal. Is like, I don't get too bung ho on politics and I'm on the podcast, but
Bung ho.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got checking the oil in my head still. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I was gonna say, bro.
But like, I hear my deal is like, I have a platform. It's not much, but that's my opinion on it. Is like, here's my deal is like, don't root for me, don't be against me, but just listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my deal is, man, quit being soft, have a little thicker skin. And just let's be America, period. Again, you know.
No, I agree, and I told my wife, I'm like, I'm not going to have a problem with a Joe Biden voter if they can give me a legitimate reason why they voted for him and why their life will be better if he's president.
Yeah.
Like if you can give me an educated answer, then fine. Like then you voted for a reason.
You have a reason to do it. That's what America's great about, right?
Yeah. So 100%. Good for you. You did your research and you came to that conclusion. Like, that's fine. But when you didn't come to any conclusion and you just think he's mean and you're going to vote against him because of that, like, that's
wrong.
That's wrong.
Wrong, period.
Yeah.
And it's not smart to vote like that either.
Then just don't go to the polls. Just don't go, you know?
I know.
I mean, it's, And, you know, the other thing when we're talking about, like, the wars and the veterans, and I don't know if you heard Jimmy Kennedy talk, or right, Kennedy?
Why
am I spacing on his name? The guy who fought in the UFC.
Oh,
Tim Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy. Yeah, Tim Kennedy.
Jimmy Kennedy's a wrestler.
Yeah, Jim Kennedy. Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. Got petition bay. You know, when I wrestled him, he got a petition.
Tim was on. He was on a podcast that I listened to recently, and he talked about the difference in the funding for the military between the Obama administration and the Trump administration.
Oh yeah, tell me about this.
He was up during the Obama administration where he could make a decision to get out or continue and re-enlist, right? He didn't choose to re-enlist during the Obama administration because he said Obama and Biden administration were not funding the military good enough to go win. He said you were set up to fail based on the funding and the resources they were giving the military at the time. He said as soon as Trump got into office, he set that as a priority, like, we're going to win everything. And he funded the military appropriately. He gave them the appropriate resources. Tim Kennedy re-enlisted.
Damn.
And Tim Kennedy's a badass too.
I know. I would love to call him up and he's
in Austin too. We should talk to him the next time we're down there.
I know. Yeah. I love Tim.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Drop my name.
And he's a freaking straight shooter, right? But
no, he's real. That's what I like about him.
But you hear all these vets that are against Trump for whatever reason. They're the same way. They can never give me a reason why they're against him. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
either.
like you hear that guy say that, it's like he's done a bunch for vets that are not of fighting age anymore. And then he's also funding the vets that we have currently enrolled and enlisted and out fighting on the front lines. He's funding them so that they can be successful. Like, what is your goddamn
What's
problem?
the problem, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's such a touchy subject, and like, I'm far from being educated on this whole thing. But opinion is, hey, I grew up being a fucking patron of American. My dad fought in Vietnam. I know, dude. I remember this is kind of me being a dad now.
Yeah.
So me being a homeschool teacher now, guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna before
Pledge of Allegiance.
before we fucking log in on that motherfucker, we're gonna go out in the middle of the cold on my deck. I'm gonna buy a new flag because my shit's. And this is somebody maybe listen to me. Maybe you guys know this answer too, because I don't know the answer. I've heard a lot of maybe this is what you do.
Yeah.
When your flag is weather beaten and cut up, serrated.
Yeah. From the wind. And,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's time to get a new one, right? This one's bad. What do I do with the old flag?
Boy, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
So I've heard a couple things, and I'm not gonna do it until I know the 100% fact, and I'm not gonna Google it, fucker.
What? That's my job, bro. What are you talking shit like? That's
I'm
not
gonna
what you
call
brought me on
Mike.
here.
I'll call Mike from Hero Sports. Let's do that. And I heard from. I maybe should just ask my dad too, because he probably knows, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I heard I fold it, right, and then I burn it. I don't know.
I think you,
Yeah, I
I think you
don't know
bury it
either.
after.
To me, it's just like, what? I gotta burn this flag?
Yeah.
No, dude, that's it's BLM.
But I think
I don't
there's a
want to
big-
do that
I think
shit,
there's a big
dude.
difference in burning a flag that served its purpose versus what BLM or whoever does during a protest. They burn perfectly good flags and stomp on them.
Yeah, I don't.
And
I just. It's hard for me to even
No, I know what you're saying.
to
I wouldn't know if
to
that's
burn a
correct or
flag. Like I honestly, like I'd rather because I have one in my chest over there just folded, and it's
We can get kazoos and play the taps while it's burning.
I don't know, but I just for me it's hard for me to burn it. So if anybody's listening, DM me and tell me what I really need to do. I want some credentials. You better be,
That
you know.
that would be interesting to know. What the
I honestly, and like,
procedure is
I'll
there.
film it. I don't care. I'll throw it on my IG because to me, it's like I want to serve it the right purpose.
Absolutely.
My story was, if I'm going to be a stay-at-home dad, I'm going to pass this on to you. Maybe you should try this too.
No, say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance. Yeah, pledge
I was
allegiance.
starting to sound like Luke there.
I rub off.
Those beers, dude.
Hey, but here's the thing. Like I said, I get to do. If I'm going to fucking do this, this is how I did in school.
Yep.
And they don't do that now.
No, they don't.
They don't pray. They don't. I mean,
No,
it's cool.
Patriotism and religion's been completely removed from
Yeah,
schools.
which, whatever. But guess what? This school is different now because I got control of it,
I'm right. We don't run our own school.
and I'm just. Maybe this is one. This is my coming out party. Let's do this, Ben. Me and you.
We're gonna start Gladiators Unleashed.
Yeah, tag us on your
homeschool.
IG. You better follow Ben. What is your hashtag?
Ben Cherrington 157.
157 skinny codes. Lick a lot of dick.
No, bro, just skinny coats.
Okay,
dog. You know,
skinny codes.
like everybody doesn't know.
I know,
Come on,
right?
dog.
Okay, this is what I want. I want GU. I want it tagged. I want it followed. But I want because I know this is a pandemic, motherfuckers. I know it's worldwide, and especially countrywide. If you dads, moms, listen to this, and you're going to be a homeschool teacher, well, maybe you can't do it in school, but before you start that start button in Zoom meeting or whatever, let's have our kids go outside, find a flag inside, put it inside, and let's do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Amen.
Film it,
Amen
tag
to
us,
that.
put it on, and let's do it.
yeah.
I honestly, this is going to be a good one. Let's do it. I believe in that, honestly.
Yeah, that's what we're missing in this country is the patriotism. Our kids are not learning it. Our kids are learning the opposite. And,
Yeah, it's being.
somebody's got to stand up, and I think that's.
I
hell
think honestly,
good stuff.
Hey, if we do this, dude, you guys give me 10 people to start doing it, and they'll catch on. Get you guys your own T-shirts, whatever. I'll send them out to you. Let's start it, please. Pledge allegiance before school starts. If you're homeschooling your kids, doing whatever, let's do it. But to only be eligible for fucking GU t-shirts or swag or anything, tag
Ben Cherrington 157.
Little Hawk 155.
Skinny coats.
Gray, what's your handle?
I believe it's just my name.
Gray.
Gray Shineland. Nobody's gonna be able to spell that.
Gray shit. I'll tag him on this video when we're gonna
can't
push
even
that.
pronounce it. So
I'm gonna tag it and we're gonna do it. We're gonna go power to the people. Power to the podcast.
The people bring patriotism.
Power, yeah, let's do power to the patriotism and let's bring power to podcast. Hey,
Hell yeah.
I don't know, Ben, honestly, tell me right now, if you're into looking for a home, how do they get hold of you?
Get a hold of me at my email, ben@thejanesgroup.com, Janes with an N, or my phone number, or Ben,
Nice.
ColoradoHomes.com.
What I'll get is I'll get a link from you
Sounds good, man.
when I post pictures to promote the podcast. Throw it down because I know you people are going to like you. I'm telling you, hey, for all you people in California that's been listening to me, because I know you all been listening to me in California, man, don't live here. But if you do,
Bring your cash.
bring your cash and hit my boy up to buy a house because, listen,
They're cheap out here.
California is high price.
Colorado cheap.
No, it isn't.
If you're
We don't
from
want no
Cali-
more
if you're from
California.
California.
We're already blue enough.
bro, I'm trying to buy a house.
We're already
Come on,
blue
dog.
enough.
I don't need more people raising my prices. Come on, dude.
My wife was
Cody,
like,
we just got to get you in soon.
I know you got to get in soon, dude. I'm telling you, like honestly, like this is no bullshit. Like me and my wife bought the perfect time to live
You
out
guys
here.
did. And you got what it sounds like damn near foreclosure. So,
Oh yeah, it was crazy,
so,
dude.
yeah, you guys are gonna kill it.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yep.
Like of where we're at now, it's like, okay, let's hold off. Let's wait till it peak.
Yeah,
I want some land. I want some real land.
yeah.
4 acres is good, but I want a lot more. You know what I mean?
Everybody does, Luke.
I know. Just more. I want a lot more dick too, and I can't handle it. I can't give no more.
I'll give you somebody.
Everybody
Oh
does.
man, I don't know. On that note, man, honestly, Ben, I appreciate you coming all the way out here,
Man, appreciate you having me.
having a beer. I want to watch this Tyson fight.
Yeah,
Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Tyson. You can't go against him.
Nate Robinson just got knocked out.
He's a boxer. He's a basketball.
I know, but he got knocked out by a YouTuber. So come
Yeah,
on.
that's what I'm saying.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul knocked him
Wow.
out in the second. Knocked
Yeah,
him, knocked
you-
him
I
out.
see-
Did you see Jake Paul's calling out Connor's whole team?
Yeah,
What a
dude.
nut, dude.
And Ben Askren.
But it's money.
What a nut,
Wow.
dude.
He's money. It's smart on his part if you're looking at trying to get paid
guess.
and you don't give a fuck about getting beat
Yeah,
up.
what he say? He's gonna knock out Dylan Dennis.
Yeah,
Oh,
Robinson.
hey, that's legit though.
But here's the thing.
A lot of people could knock out Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, Dylan
But here's the
Dennis is a
thing.
joker.
Robinson was he's old too.
Yeah, dude, he's like
He's a military dude too. He's old though.
he's little too, man. He came in like
Oh, Nate?
yeah, he.
Oh
came
yeah, he's small.
He's way shorter. He came in
Yeah.
way underweight.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. Call me out, motherfuckers. I need a payday. I need to finish fucking
coming
insulating
out
my
of
fucking
retirement.
shop.
Nah, that's good. It's warm in
It
here.
looks good, huh?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It looks good. It's getting better. It's getting better. We're getting there. We're gonna finish up.
You're missing the CrossFit rig in that corner.
I know. I honestly I wouldn't mind having one of those little things. I want Sornex. Is it Sornex?
It's one of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I really want one of those.
You need a little rig. You need a rowing machine.
This would be perfect, huh?
Yeah, you'd be good.
I know. Besides the shuffleboard table is all I want.
I know. We should have got that shuffleboard, the big one.
This wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
It would have
it'd be
took
in the
this
middle.
whole thing,
It'd be in the
dude.
middle of the room.
I don't
You have
know,
to get rid of
dude.
your craps table.
God, I know. That's hard. I make a lot of money doing that. Actually, lately I haven't
Or
done
you
shit
lose
with
a lot
it.
of money doing that.
I know. But I don't know, Ben. It looks like camp started for us here soon.
Looks like it
This week.
this week.
Which is the best? 6-week
Dude,
camp?
short camp. Hey,
Best.
he's gonna be dialed.
I know, man.
gonna be
Cody, you
fresh.
ready to come in? Come strong?
Oh yeah,
Show the fucking how to mount people?
I'm ready, bro.
All right.
Anytime.
Take a few leg kicks.
You gotta come with the fucking it comes with territory.
Ooh, dude, I'm not scared.
Okay, can't wait.
All right, that's good.
Oh man, I'm telling you what, I really do love having guys out here that I enjoy talking to, and I cannot say that not one time out of 36 podcasts, and I gotta say, like the first 12 to 13 was over the over Zoom type deal.
Yep.
And it was still fun. It was still cool. I'm enjoying. I do enjoy having you in the studios, and I know we're a little bit farther out than Denver, but man, it makes everything so much better. I make it more personal, and I appreciate it more. But I'm telling you, I would never guess how much fun I have on podcast 36. I'm having. I don't even know. Greg, when did you start?
Like September.
So probably what, 26, 25?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, you're in the late 20s. So it's good, man. And I appreciate you, everything you do. Like, he does all our YouTube videos. Like, he does great work. Greg's my man. Honestly, you get a little high sometimes, but that's because I let you. Uncle Elroy let you.
When he does his best work.
We have fun, man. He's a good DJ. He's good people, man. He's good. My boy over here to the right, Skinny Codes. I can't. I want to talk shit, but I can't because
It's hard, right? It's hard.
No, it's not
Like,
hard.
What do you
It's
say to the
pretty
guy
easy.
that's giving you everything? Like, what do you? Seriously.
Because I appreciate you. I really do. All the stuff that you've done. Little things, big things. This guy's even house sitted for me. Like, I want him to feed my goldfish, my daughter's goldfish.
Who wouldn't want a house sit in your house?
I know.
In the mountains.
But either way, he's done a lot for me. I honestly.
All right.
It's not bad, dude. I hang out in his bed, dude. I sleep in his undies, dude. It's nice.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
I don't mind it.
You got to
Puts
do
my
it. You gotta
puts
do
my
it
wife's
right.
vibrator up his ass. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. But hey,
She didn't say anything about that, did she?
oh my god. Hey, so
Smell a little funny.
I honestly, like, this is 36, and we're going strong. We got great partners: Mountain Primal, Tito Knives, Leopold, if you want to call it Leopold, Crispy. Thank you for coming on board. I appreciate it. We are filling up for the next 6 months. So if you want to get down on us, we got Cryptech, Walls to Walls. I miss Walls to Walls. Damn. I always forget about my boy Jeremy Walls, 81. Gotta holler.
He's the man.
He's throwing out free shipping on all his stuff throughout Christmas. So
Dude, those flags are legit.
yeah, they're good. You should see the wavy ones.
Dude, I've seen them.
Yeah, the wavy ones. I'm like, dude, how do I get one of those?
Yeah,
He goes,
Walls, what's up,
it's called
bro?
paying.
Yeah. He's like PayPal, Venmo.
I'm like, all right, I'll pay for one. Because the wavy ones are legit. He makes wavy.
He made that one there, right?
Yeah, he made this one, and he makes them wavy. And they're legit.
Slick.
They're cool. So I'm going to have to do that. And I want to win. I got my boy Archers that made my big GU sign over there. This is a little sneak peek. You know where that Yeti cooler is right there?
Yep.
Where everybody drinks in. I decided to be a little dirty dog. You know my boy Barry?
I don't know, Barry.
You don't know Barry? I know somebody texted you Barry. A Barry picture. Cody, you know Barry?
Oh, I know Barry.
No, I don't know Barry yet.
Yeah.
Blackberry?
The Snicker dispenser.
You know Barry. Everybody knows Barry.
Yeah, no, no.
So-
about now.
So I got a cutout coming. And every time you go grab a beer,
Did you put your face on Barry's?
no, that's false. That's way false.
Anything hurts at 100 miles an hour.
Dude, I would.
Okay.
I don't even know. But I'm gonna have a Barry out there. But honestly, like, I just appreciate everybody that's joined this podcast, because for 36 episodes, dropping to what we're gonna drop this probably Monday. I'll drop this Monday. And man, Ben, I appreciate you coming out. I have fun. I look forward to more camps. How many fights do you think Justin has left in him that he wants to do?
he said he's got 5 more wars, man. He hasn't had one since he said that, right?
No, I know.
He said that after
he's
the
about to
Habib
get one.
fight.
If he fights Chandler, he's going to get one.
I think he'll chop Chandler's legs down.
I hope to God. I don't think he's going to be an underdog.
Hey, if Primus did it,
No.
then Chandler, he's going to be in for a rude awakening.
No, Chandler's fucked. I like Chandler too, man. I really do. Like, just met him in Abu Dhabi when we were down there. He was a nice
Chandler,
guy.
He's a good kid.
Nice guy.
Yeah,
I know his management crew.
I mean, he's
a lot
like
more.
third best in like 2006, but whatever.
Yeah. Where were you at?
I'm not going to judge him because
Where
he could
were
be my
you
boy. I'm just saying.
But here's the thing: like his management crew, I got nothing to say bad about him. I love him. There's management Archie.
Yeah. No, it'll be a respectful fight.
I hope so. They don't want none of this beef.
That's right.
They don't want none of this because
they're
I'll be
already
like, hey, you remember Ben?
Yeah,
He done whipped your ass back.
They're
in
0-1 right now.
2006. Yeah.
They're trying to even.
You don't want none of this. They ain't winning. Ain't winning that war. But no, it's good people. They're good people. And that's what I love about mixed martial arts, man. Be respectful. Be a good person. Period, man. You know, open the door for people.
Let the fight speak for itself.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, let the fight speak for itself. But
That is one thing I will say that about Chandler, dude. He is super respectful. I mean,
Yeah,
he's coming
good.
over the UFC.
You know what's
Everybody
even-
that he talks about is
Yeah.
like,
I didn't know this about him until he was on Below the Belt. They adopted
Yeah, they don't. Guy.
a little kid. His wife really wanted to adopt a little African kid.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Adopted him. It's his kid now. They got it. They did the process. And
Yep.
they're raising the kid. You know, it's good for him, man. Like
Yeah, I don't
to
know
me,
if
it's good
I don't
people.
know if they couldn't have kids or.
Yeah,
what the
he
story
never
is.
really said that, right?
No, it's funny. He did a podcast with Rich Froning. I don't know if you know Rich Froning. He was.
Yeah, they don't have that
he's
many
another
downloads
he's
like
another
me.
CrossFit guy, right?
Yeah, he was 4-time. He won the CrossFit Games 4 years in a row. You know, considered the
Yeah,
world's
they don't
fittest
have
man.
any downloads like I do.
I know, right? But Rich Froning and his wife were not able to have kids, and they adopted. And they're from Tennessee.
Really?
And Chandler and him have since connected.
Oh, no
Because
shit.
Chandler's in Tennessee also.
Oh, is that where he's
And,
from?
yeah.
I didn't know that either.
That's where he lives in Nashville. But him and Rich have, developed a friendship, and I don't know if that's
Maybe.
what was the
Well,
root of
from
it.
what I heard was
But
his wife was so into adopting.
yeah, but they don't have any of their own. That's the.
So maybe
you
it was
wonder
like her or
yeah. So but I wonder
because there
if
was more her
there's a
that wanted
commonality
it.
there.
Yeah.
Between Chandler and Froning, and that's how they developed a friendship because they both adopted. And,
Well, my deal is I think if you're gonna adopt, God bless you. You know what I mean? Because you're probably more often what they're. I mean, to me as a fucking parent now, I could never ever see that happen. But I would have to be so fucked up in my life to be like, I can't do this. And there was a point in my life, probably at 20 years old, I couldn't take care of a kid. Fuck, at 40 years old now, I barely can still take care of.
man.
Right? Yeah. So, like, God bless them. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's people that are more stable now,
Yeah.
mature in their life, and, because at 20 years old,
But adopting's scary because you don't know what to expect.
yeah, you don't know who
your
you're
own,
getting.
Your own kids, you have a general idea because they're your genes, your blood's
Yeah.
running through them.
Yeah.
You adopt a kid, you don't know what.
I honestly, I don't know if I could do that, man.
It's-
It'd be hard for
It'd
me.
be a leap of faith, man.
It would. That's honestly it because, like, when I had 2 kids, and how many kids you have?
2.
2 kids. Yeah. So you mean my deal was, I love my firstborn so fucking much, I couldn't even imagine
The second one.
the second one getting the same amount of love that I like,
Yep.
and it being a boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. And maybe you can tell me, because are you in the same boat as me?
My oldest is a boy.
Yeah, so your oldest is a boy,
Youngest is
is the
Youngest is a
daughter.
girl.
Yep, yeah, right. Okay, I knew that. So when Eva was born, my daughter, it was
I could watch the floor, make sure it was clean before she grabbed anything. She was crawling. I pick her up. I love her. Nothing bad was ever going to put in her mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like, and now there's poker chips, dice, and I give it to him, put him in his mouth. I don't give a fuck. Like my kid, my Marcus, like, but it's like that love that you were worried about, like not loving that kid as much as this one, which I was as a dad.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I don't know if I can love a kid like my own kid as much. And I do. I love my kid. It's weird how you can share that. Like, if I had to die for this kid, I would. If I had to die for this kid, I would.
Yeah.
If I had to give him my kidneys, my heart, whatever, for me to stop living, I would. Live your life. Like, do it. Yeah. But it's weird a little bit because, and you maybe tell me this, I don't know, but my boy is like a little bit less. I'm not worried so much. Maybe it's because it's my second kid. I don't know.
I think it's the difference between a son and a daughter.
Is it? Because
because my daughter, I mean, you hear it all the time. They wrap their daddies around their little finger, right? And it's absolutely true. My son,
100% true.
I love him to death, and will do anything for him, like you're saying. But I don't treat him the same as my daughter.
100%.
They're little, they're princesses, man, and they steal your heart, and it's different.
And
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's different.
To me, it's a great feeling. It's a good feeling. Like, I love my daughter, and I love Marcus on that. Especially now that when he sees me come in the room, he lights up and he gets it right. Like, I'm his dad.
Yep.
Or whatever. My deal is, I will thump you. Shut up. Stop crying. I thump him. Yeah. Like, quit crying, Yep. But I remember perfectly, and this was, my daughter's 5 now. So it's 5 years ago. I remember just trying to do everything I could do to not make her cry, make her happy. Yeah. But with this little fucker, I'm like, shut up. Drink your milk. I make him hold his own milk. I remember holding everything, doing everything good, burping her. Yeah. I'm like, you better burp on your own, little fuck.
It's a difference between a son and a daughter.
Yeah, it's way different, right? I don't know. I've never talked about this, so I don't know.
We were driving home from Glenwood the other night, and my son, he had too much to drink too much root beer at dinner, right? And we told him, like, you're going to have to pee, and I'm pissed. Before we even got in the car, sure as shit, 10 minutes in, I got to pee. I'm like, nah, you're going to hold it. Like, I don't give a shit. I told you.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
If that was your daughter.
I made him suffer. Well, then 2 nights later, we're driving home from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Addie, Dad, I got to go to the bathroom. Shit, I pulled right over. Yeah. And Katie's like, she can hold it. I'm like, no, that's not very nice. Why would I make her hold it?
I'm 100% right with you, man. It's just so weird, right? I know. Well, that one time when we were into, I don't even know where we were going. Was it Estes Park, Cody? Yeah. So both my kids were in, and Cody was in the car. Daddy, I got to go pee. And I was like, Cody, you're going to have to hold that shit.
So stupid.
And I was like, you got to hold that shit, Cody.
So stupid.
But no, it really is. I'm glad I talked to you, because I've been wondering, because, like, man, maybe I'm just being a little hard on my.
I don't think it matters what end they come at, first or second,
right? Because, like, don't get me wrong, like, I get that little shit all over his back, and I still love him, and I wipe it up and clean him up. But at the end of the day, I love my kids, and we were talking about adopting. If somebody adopts a kid and they can show that love or that passion, I mean, it has to be love, right? I mean, because I think it's probably. I didn't know what I honestly never even knew what really love was until I think I got married, and I knew I was in love with my wife, but I didn't really know what love really was until I had a kid.
Yep.
I mean, if a motherfucker
it's-
came up and tried to hit on my wife, I think I'd get fucked up, right?
I think it's the difference between love and unconditional love. When you have a kid, it's like, okay,
You do anything for them.
anything.
Yep. Like without a doubt, right? And I think that's my fear of coaching and not coaching and just sitting back, because I've been a coach and I've not had my dad coach, and I've had my dad blow up on people, and I get it now that I'm like, my dad's an OG dog. Yeah. My dad's a G dog. Like I dude, this is a funny story. I was playing midget ball, American Legion ball, and there's a tournament going on, right? And I sat the bench, whatever. And obviously, when you sit the bench, it's not good, right? Like, whatever happens. And one of the dads on the board was like, about time to set your kid down, you know? You can start winning some games. Swear to God. This is what the motherfucker said to my dad. Let alone, my dad is short-tempered, Vietnam vet, like, heart of gold, though. Like, he's, I would say, like, the biggest sweetheart, honestly. Like, he is, like, he's me. Like, until you piss me off, until you piss me off, you gotta really piss me off for me to become an asshole, right? Like my dad, like I am my dad. Yeah. So, whatever, it is what it is. I have fun. He tells jokes just like me. Well, this big motherfucker, he's big. He was 6'3". My dad's 5'8". I'm 5'7". Right? He said that. And this is at the ticket booths, like when you walk in the gate and there's grandstands and the American Legion ball. My dad just fucking goes thump, 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 just, and then picks his ass up again and starts trying to hit him again. Dude, I was like, at the first probably convulsion, the dude was shaking. I was scared, and the guy came back and tried to hit my dad. So then I knew he was okay.
Socked him up again.
Yeah, my dad hit him again. Pop, pop, pop. I was like, "Yeah, get him, Dad, get him." And so we had a night game that night at 5:30. Right, this was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, it happened, and we go out in the car. And my dad's like, "Come on, let's go." Cops didn't come. You know, I was like, "Dad, you shouldn't have done that." You know, Thank you. You know, he's like, "Yeah, well." Whatever. My mom didn't know what was going on at the time. She was at home. It was, I'm not going to say the guy's name, but it happened, right? Everybody, it was a talk of the fucking whole, pretty much town. Yeah. I go back at 4:30, I have to go back before practice. I had batting practice. Dude, everybody was like, "Dude, your dad's so fucking awesome, dude." He was like, that was more like a fucking Randy Mancher said it, right? Like, "Dude, your dad was fucking awesome." You know, like he fucking beat this dude's ass, and he was way bigger and whatever. And the guy stuck around. He was fucking like the groundskeeper too. Yeah. So he had to break the fucking deal with the big ass black guy.
Humility.
Yeah. And everybody was laughing at him, joking. And swear to God, my dad had to come back to the ball field, to bullpen where we were at. And he had to drop my fucking glove off because I left my glove back at home. Well, at the gate, they met each other because he was there. And my dad looked at him, and the guy goes, "I'm sorry, Manuel. Sorry. I was out of line. Thank you." There was 10 of us right there because they thought another fight was breaking up. And they were like, "Damn, nobody's ever said thank you for an ass whooping before." It was the best.
If you just settle all conflicts like that.
I know, it's crazy.
Everybody know where they're standing.
Well, you know, you can't do that nowadays because it doesn't happen.
But, you get put in jail.
Yeah, it's just crazy of where you're at today's society. But that's a funny story. I don't know. What up, Ben? Anything else? Want to holler?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Fuck, you want to know how long we talked?
Fun. What do we got?
2:20.
I peed 4 times.
I gotta pee really, really, really bad. Hey, Cody.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
All right.
I want you to go over every sponsor that we have and talk about them.
Oh my gosh. All right. I don't know the codes, so if y'all want the codes, you're gonna have to rewind this podcast. But first of all, shout out to Kill Cliff. You guys got some awesome drinks there, quite delicious. The Ignites are awesome. The CBDs are fantastic. Our boy Walls to Walls making the best flags, awesome tumblers. If you guys are looking for a good Christmas present, stocking stuffer, hit up Walls to Walls. Let's see here, Cryptech, love the gear, love the solids you guys come out with. The altitude gear is stellar. Crispy, our friends at Crispy, thank you again for the t-shirts, the hats, the boots. Oh man, those are awesome, man. They were killer for what? McKinley. Yeah. McKinley and the Warehouse crew. What's up? Shout out to you guys again. Loving what you guys do. Mountain Primal. You guys like meat? No one can beat their meat. It is delicious. I highly recommend get yourself a box of those sausages. Luke loves those sausages. He's always putting those sausages in his mouth. Loves those. Tito knives, ultra light, ultra sharp. Everybody loves that, right? Especially Luke, because he doesn't like carrying a bunch around a bunch of shit. Awesome knives. Highly recommend you get one of those, especially the new GU editions that are going to be coming out. Stellar. And I think that's it. Thanks to all. Hey, most importantly, the patrons. We haven't given a shout out to the patrons yet, and you guys are really the lifeblood that keeps this podcast going. So thank you all very, very much.
So the patrons, I'm back from peeing. The patrons are about to get a fucking drop on Monday of who won the Cafaro prototype bag on Monday. Let's say around 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
This will come out about 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. So the patrons are going to get in with the treat. I appreciate you. Dude, we're up to like 62 patrons.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, we got
Patrons
like what are they?
Patrons or Patreons?
What is it?
I think patrons, but
Patrons?
on Patreon.
Yeah, Patreons is what you call it. I don't know. Because people have gave me both, and I just go off what the website gives me.
Yeah, they're awesome. Whatever we call you guys are awesome. Thank you.
And what they are is people that donate money to our podcast. Mm-hmm. And we got from $5, $10, $25 to $100. And we got all of them. Like people paying.
Is it monthly?
Monthly. That drop $5 a month out of their hard work checking account. I got people that paying $10. And like I said on that note, we have $100 patron. Guy fucking loves our shit.
Believe in you, Luke.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I got goals, baby. We gotta do it, dude. We going sizzler. We going sizzler. God, I love the end of the podcast because I know we're getting drunk.
Shout out to Leopold. I forgot Leopold. Thank you guys very much for that VX3i LRP long range. Dude, it looks so good on my gun. I'm sad that I didn't get to kill anything with it. Thank you guys. And
dude,
that's because Luke was guiding you, Cody.
I'm telling you, dude, you should have had me.
I tried to get him to come out there. He wouldn't.
You should have hired me, bro.
Kafaru, Aaron, Frank, Tort, Anders. Who else am I missing here? Dana. Thank you guys for everything that you guys do.
Here's the thing with Cafaro. Cafaro is literally. You gotta put your headphones on so you know what's up. You forget about that. It's way better with the headset.
It is.
Cafaro, they came, they saw, they shut up. Their sign is coming out here Monday.
Can't wait. It's going to be cool.
I got a light coming behind it, dude. This guy from Fort Morgan's making them. They made theirs, Brad. I hope that's his name, Brad. But anyways, I'll throw a fucking thing on it as soon as I get a new phone. This fucking sign is legit as fuck is what he made. And it's going to be the shit. And Kafar's been there from day one. I'm excited about this Aoudad hunt. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
You better start shooting your bow, motherfucker.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Well, I don't know if you're ready,
I'm ready,
but you
dog.
better start shooting it, Justin.
Hey, listen.
Junior.
Listen, I got my.
I would like to
I-
see a
I got-
shootout
I got-
between you and Justin.
Well,
honestly,
first of all, my bow's already won me all your hunting gear, so we don't even have to talk about that. I got my Matthews bow.
that was a fluke for
with my
one.
Cryptex solids. All right, with my Leopold binos, dog. I'm ready.
Okay, here's the thing.
Can Justin hold still long enough to shoot a bow?
Yeah, dude. He actually is. He can kill shit with the bow. That elk that I brought him on, dude, he did a good shot. Like, I think it was my fault that I bumped that elk too early because we rummed in it too much. But he's good. He can shoot 10s to 10. In a 3D competition like what we do, Cody,
Yeah,
he would shoot none but 10s and 8s.
damn, that's pretty good.
He would.
That's pretty
Honestly,
good. Hey, you shoot 10s and 8s. That's a pretty solid day.
yeah, guaranteed. You know that.
Let's get Ben a bow. That way you don't have to be the shittiest archer. in our group.
Or you have to be the shitty archer.
Dog.
Ben, you want a bow?
Let's get one. Let's do this.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay. Well, to get your draw length, it'll be
I got short ass arms.
it'll be that's what I'm saying. It's just like me. You're a T-Rex
Yep.
guy.
Let's start him on a recurve because I know he doesn't have
No,
the
dude,
he
you don't
doesn't-
want to start a
Dog,
recurve.
I'll hit up the
Hey.
clumps, get a recurve.
Ben,
You don't want that.
Ben needs to work on those
Dude,
back muscles, bro,
hey,
before he can
so-
start drawing what we draw.
You draw back 55 pounds,
55
Cody.
pounds my ass. 55 pounds each arm.
Okay,
Come on,
either way.
dog.
Hey, so you know the clubs real well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you
man.
know clubs?
Me, Tommy, and Danny, we grew up wrestling each other. Man.
Really?
Yeah. Tommy and I were probably best friends in high school.
No shit.
Yeah, we wrestled each other shit every weekend almost growing up, and then became good friends. And that's who I'd drive down earlier in the podcast when I said I'd drive to Denver.
Yeah.
That's who I'd go down to wrestle with.
Oh no
Clubs,
shit.
Yeah, with Tommy and Danny and we.
Dude, how cool are those guys?
They're great, man.
Like honestly,
Old
like
man,
this
Old
is
Man Clum is awesome, Tom
Dude.
Senior. Dude, that's a tremendous family.
You know what's crazy about this whole thing is like, so I know Mr. Clem is the recurve god, right? Like he teaches.
They had that store even back in the day.
Yeah, right. Like
I used to buy all my knives from him.
yeah. So he's like the teacher of, I want to say Yoda.
Yep.
He's Yoda, right? And then you have like guys like Aaron Snyder that comes in, and so he's like the Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
right? So, you guys like guys like me, like I'm Darth Vader, right? Literally, like so. It's so funny, like when like Aaron and I hooked up, and he knew, he's all like, "Hey, yeah, tell Luke I said hi, blah blah blah." He knows me, and then he knew everything about my wrestling career,
Oh yeah.
and he knew everything about my fighting career. He follows like the wrestlers,
Yeah.
and see what they do. Everything after, maybe Colorado wrestlers, I don't know, but he knew everything about Justin Gaethje, and Justin Gaethje was fucking the shit, and he talked about it. And anyways, I'm gonna have him on the podcast, and I can't wait because they're good shit, dude.
Yeah, no, Tommy and I, one last story. So Tommy and I, we were close enough that we wanted to wrestle. We wanted to go to school together, because we went to separate high schools, obviously, but we wanted to go to college together, and that was our dream since we were probably like 7th grade. It's like, we're going to go wrestle at the same spot. And we both got recruited to Wyoming. We both got recruited to Boise State, and then we had some schools that were, recruiting us individually. And we went up and watched the Cowboy Open up in Laramie, Wyoming. It was the week before the signing date, our senior year of high school. And we sat in my old man's pickup and made our decisions on where
No
we were
way.
going to school. Yeah, and he said, "I'm going to Wisconsin." And I said, "I'm going to Boise State." And yeah, it was
That's crazy.
That
Well,
was-
good for you guys, though. You
man.
guys did good.
yeah, we took our individual roads. We both had some success, and and still maintain a friendship to this day.
Unbelievable.
Cool.
I wonder if he thinks like, if I went to Boise State, would I have been All-American
He
national
was.
champ.
Tommy was a 2-time All.
Yo, he was a 2. That's right.
Yeah, he was a 2-time All-American at Wisconsin.
Don't play it, please.
Yeah, 2-time Big Ten champ. He was a stud.
And yeah,
Yep.
no way.
Yep.
Damn,
He's good. So
Awesome.
we both made the right decision. Right?
damn, I forgot it. He was a 2-time.
Yeah.
Fuck, I shared it on a podcast before you.
I know, right?
All right. Holler, we're about to write Tyson Fight. For all you guys listening, man, thank you for downloading. Thank you for subscribing, following, and listen. Ben, one more time, where can they follow you at?
Ben Cherrington 157.
Oh, shit. Skinny Cody.
At Skinny Codes.
Skinny Codes. Check his IG down. He's on Tinder, Grindr, everything you can.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. And for you guys, check us out at GU Unfiltered, Gladiators Unleashed, and make sure you guys are following everybody, a part of the crew. Onyx Sports, Justin Gaethje, get all the updates. Follow along because the shit's about to happen in 2021. Right?
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat. All right, we out.
Thank you.